Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Thieves Incorporated, now on Session 8. Last time we met our intrepid heroes. Would anyone like to give the recap?
The mates, they went along on their own journey to cut our taxes, while old Captain Skirvo decided to hit up the museum, only to find a long-lost treasure. Oh, and also an important plot device.
Yeah. And we also discovered all sorts of red flags about this Beladros guy, and there's 15,000 alarm bells going off in my brain right now. And it's just sitting there yodeling, twist, twist, twist.
Unfortunately, the party is currently ignorant to such twists, as we are more focused on the prize of the Crimson Duchess and the dragon that guards it.
Yeah.
We think it's a dragon.
And also plot device ball.
For those who might have not seen the last session, I'm fairly certain that this Beladros guy is back now, so...
Why else would I go on a history lesson about him?
Yeah, and also, the way Spencer answered the "does he have both of his hands" question?
Last I checked, he didn't give a straight answer.
Yeah, he didn't. Exactly.
He hasn't. Nope.
Possible he doesn't have both hands.
Yeah.
You presume he has both his hands, though you haven't seen them since he wears gloves all the time.
He wears gloves so we can't see that he's missing his left hand. He wears a mask so we can't see that he's missing one of his eyes. And also he wears full body covering so we can't see that he's a lich.
And of course, let us of course not forget that we all instantly decided we absolutely need this pirate ship in the middle of the desert.
Yep.
Because free real estate.
And I can make it fly.
Ticker wants to make it fly, and Skirvo strictly because it's mine. Damn it.
I love how midway through that session we had the realization of, wait a second, it's free real estate.
Yeah. Everyone else was real slow, being like, we don't need Skirvo. You're gonna get us killed for nothing. Wait a minute, this is worth getting us
in the
killed.
middle of a desert. It's a boat in the middle of the
Worth
desert. We don't
getting
need
us
no boat
killed.
in the middle.
Oh my
No. Our thought process was, it's a boat in the middle of a desert. The boat in the middle of a desert is useless. Wait a second. Ticker can make it fly. That means it's free real estate. They get
not only that, but Bellatrose basically just admitted outright to us, and bear in mind, he's pretty much the mayor of this place. He just outright admitted to us that if we parked it in the middle of the city, no one can actually
They can't do anything about it.
Anything because there's no such thing as a docking fee here because, I mean, pretty obvious.
I feel like
after us, there's going to be a docking fee just because we did it.
I feel like it would make sense if later in the campaign it wound up with a Spelljammer dock. Since, this is supposed to be a big archaeological site. And, they start having people come in on Spelljammers to bring in resources and stuff.
Or take away artifacts, or move large amounts of unwanted debris and sand.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, if we get ourselves a flying vessel, I charge depending on the load and hours traveled.
I did realize that, if we end up with a flying vessel, Ticker is straight up like that four-armed guy that four-tentacled guy from Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
Because I feel like since he built the engines, he would end up probably as the helmsman.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I just honestly though, I really do like the idea of it looking kind of like the Treasure Planet ships, where they just kind of fly without really any true explanation. They just
they're solar sailors is what they are.
Yeah. but like to the naked eye, it just kind of still makes you go, uh-huh.
Yeah, and I am totally making it look like Captain Flint's ship. Like that is what I'm doing because that ship is about the size of the Queen Anne's Revenge, so it is plenty big enough that we can make it look like that ship.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the session. Last I checked, we were leaving Belladros's mansion.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So and if I also remember correctly, it was starting to get late. Like, I think you said it was around 7 o'clock-ish.
Yeah, it was around like 7 o'clock-ish. You guys have had a busy day.
Yeah. Yeah, so... All right. So the first thing we'll do is we will either attend our night jobs or get some rest. Tomorrow, early at the break of day, we will set out to go on an archaeological dig, and once we get out there, we'll take anything that looks valuable that ain't nailed down. We need to make the trade rather enticing to this old collector. Because he seems to understand the value of such a beauty. Nothing short of a full collection or something that uproots his entire understanding of this place will be able to shake his grip on such a vessel.
Yep.
Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No.
Tinker will ask how you plan on getting it out of there.
Are you serious? Okay.
You never explained that in character.
Yeah. No, I never did. I explained it out of character, but not in character. Well, kind of out of character, but I don't think anyone heard it. So it's fine. I'll just redo it. Oh, well, you see, that's the trick of the old LD models. Our ships are designed to compress into a small form that can be stored within myself.
I look at you strangely, and I look back towards the buildings, and I look at you, and look back towards the buildings, and I turn to Ticker. You sure he doesn't have a few wires crossed or loose gears rattling around in his head?
I'm pretty sure I've heard of such a magic item.
You might want to roll an Arcana for that.
Yeah, can I roll an Arcana for that, Spencer?
Yeah, I can say you can roll an Arcana for that.
It's kind of a weird and obscure technology that I only heard of recently in a previous campaign.
I think they're usually called folding boats.
Is that what the kids call it these days? No, he does not.
I heard him and be like, I still think you're crazy. You got a couple of loose wires rattling around in there. But if you say it shrinks, then no.
You'll see it when we get it. From the sounds of it, the magical components were intact, and as long as the core is still there, she can be rebuilt as many times as she needs.
But will it still be the same shit?
Yes, same. She has the same heart, so she'll always be the same ship to me.
I'm just making a bad joke about this.
I know about Theseus's ship. the thought experiment, which is what I thought.
I feel like if we actually started talking about that to Skirbo, he'd probably have something go wrong and be like in Futurama. He'd just blow up.
No. You just hear two arguing opinions coming from him constantly, inconsistently arguing one or the other. You gave him and I'd out of game tell you guys Congratulations. You gave the ancient Warforged a proper paradox. Anyhow, so we'll make our way to our night shifts or boarding current residents.
Mm-hmm.
Skirvo to his night shift on the wall, which I have.
Would chipping away at rust be considered light activity?
Well, it depends what you're chipping away at. If you're chipping away at a giant building,
Well,
no.
Cleaning up the rust on Skirvo would that be considered light activity?
That would be considered light activity.
Okay. I will travel with Skirvo and spend my long rest cleaning up his rust and algae, or at least starting to do it.
Yeah, definitely start. This is clearly going to be a long haul as you start to realize he's going to need some new components.
And I start chipping away at the rust on one of your shoulders, and your arm falls off because the rust is the only thing keeping it on.
I imagine you actually grab onto something, you start chipping away, and then a whole piece comes off, and you're just that
done.
You're it's decorative, but you're just sitting there going, "Wow, that is bad." How long was he sitting in that damp cave again? Currently, the number floating around is about 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows though? Basically, who knows in Eberron years how long he was sitting around there?
Yeah,
wherever he's from.
All right. So, does the night progress without any real issues?
Well, let's see. Okay. What do you other two do?
I would just rest my 4 hours, and then I don't know what I'd do with the remaining time.
Yeah. Would be sleeping for the night.
Okay, you actually have to sleep, though.
Yeah, I know that.
The rest of us don't have to do that.
I don't even.
By
have
the way,
to
when were Gretchen and the gang showing back up?
5 days.
5 days. If we be lucky,
Supposedly 5 days.
If we be lucky,
that is,
they'll
of course,
have
they don't die.
Yeah.
I honestly kind of doubt we'll see them again.
Unless of course Ticker wants to actually find out where Pearl went. She didn't actually go anywhere significant.
Okay, so for the people on the wall, nothing out of. Okay, so a couple skeletons show up, but none of them have any ways of actually hitting you. So you just kind of poke them with a really long stick, and they fall over.
Yeah, Skirvo is sitting there with his eye glowing in an orange, or not an orange, a yellow color, as he's in a proper sentry mode. And you see him exit out of the sentry mode and pick up a long stick and just back. Knock it up. more like a guy trying to more like a disgruntled old man trying to get a squirrel off his tree.
Right.
Just get out of here.
I'm gonna say Peter's too engrossed in his task to notice the skeletons.
He's just quit moving.
As for the two back at the house, more specifically, let's see.
No, stop.
More for specifically, Theron, you hear the bell go off in the middle of your meditation.
Bell?
The bell, the doorbell?
Yeah, you know, because it's
to notify us.
Oh, yeah.
The bell still exists, you know.
I completely forgot about that.
I did too.
I will.
I was thinking
Bellatrose
Bellatros Bell? Do we need to walk all the way back up?
Again? 1 second. I'm going to hide. I'm going to draw my bow and arrow. I'm just going to see who it is. So I'm going to make a
Well, I
stealth
mean, the
check.
door's already open.
Well, yeah, I mean, who comes in? Because I wasn't in the main room.
It was Pearl, and she sees
Pearl.
you drawing a weapon on her.
When I say it's Pearl, I ease the tension off the bow.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, it's just you. I put it back. I put it away.
Oh, it's you. Where you been?
You are
Exactly.
strange.
Like,
Hello.
where have you been?
Where have you been? I was at the
I've been right here
studio.
this whole time.
Oh, what?
We were all over the place, really. We found Skirbo's ship. We found one of the orb things we need to find, and we went to talk
in the middle of a desert.
Don't ask me how it got there.
Well, she wouldn't say that. She would say something along the lines of, "What's a ship?
A boat.
What's a
Big
boat?
big wooden vessel for going across water."
There's not that much water. Why would you need a boat for that?
I pointed this out. But the thing is, Ticker thinks he can make it fly.
Okay, then. Why do
Anyways,
you
we
have
also
a big
dealt with-
wooden structure?
It's free real estate. But anyways, we also dealt with some of the taxes.
Oh. Wait, we
I
pay
returned to-
taxes?
I returned to meditation.
Okay.
Is it wrong to imagine that when elves are in meditation, they're doing that creepy eye rolled back thing?
Wait, then.
Maybe his
rest of the
eyes
night-
go wide. I don't know.
The rest of the night goes by smoothly. Nothing else. Pearl just ends up staring at you the entire time because she's kind of curious as to what you're doing.
And she also doesn't need to sleep, much to her joy.
Mm-hmm.
And the very next day, 8 a.m.
Usual after work pleasantries, just getting down from the wall. See you on the morrow there, mateys.
See ya.
Yep.
The remaining guard are just like kind of tired from the night. One of them has already like fallen asleep at the post.
They're both like frickin' Warforged, frickin' morning people.
Top of the morning.
Chica, were you there all night?
He just kind of shrugs and hands you back a piece of like decorative trim that fell off.
Bloody hell, I'm a sight. You think she'll even recognize me looking like this?
Ooh.
Who?
Nah, it's not. None of you have. No one ever understood. It's. By the way, Spencer, I'm not implying that there's actually an intelligence on the ship, except I'm kind of am. It's kind of a weird quirk of his character to also provide more evidence as to why he's insane.
Okay.
Like, hell, we could even make it a thing where some people noted, one of the reasons we retired the LD4s was because they started talking to their ships. It was really creepy.
Wait, you make it sound like people in the Navy don't already do that.
Yeah. No, exactly. But they're like, seriously, listen to this. Look at this. And you just see Skirbo standing next to the core. He's just like, I'm back, lass. I'll never be taken from you again. So muttering super creepy things, and just like, okay, this is worse. Anyways, head back to the dorm to see if everyone's awake.
I'm up and about and doing morning things, I guess.
Oh,
Checking things out. What are you doing, Paimon?
I'm waking up.
Like I was gonna say, if you were still asleep, Skirbo.
No.
You're
Yeah.
useless one
You're
who
You'll probably wake up from like all like the commotion that you guys are waking up. So.
I was gonna say, if you were still asleep, Skirbo was just gonna
Oh no.
take out the bullet from his gun, but like ready some gunpowder in it, gunpowder in it, and then just point it upwards and fire.
Dry fire his gun.
No, not dry fire. Fire a blank cartridge.
Yeah.
So the powder still goes off.
Yeah.
But
But don't you
it
need
makes a lot of noise.
The ball there to actually make it explode, otherwise it just burns.
Yeah.
Either way, it'd make a very loud sound. Blanks don't have an actual bullet in them; they just have like a little cotton wad.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they have something still that prevents the gunpowder from just burning and not making the compression that actually makes the sound of the explosion.
All right.
Whatever.
Either way, I don't know much about guns.
It's
Well-
the explosion comes from compressed gas, not from the gunpowder itself.
Yeah, that's right. But anyways, if I remember correctly, Bellatros told us that to requisition a new, ourselves a contractual, exploration mission, we'd have to go to the main office area, right? Where we got paid?
The main. Yes, the main office again.
All right. We set sail, and by that I mean we walk.
Onwards.
We head towards the main office.
Yep. To the main office to get a job, so we can
Need to pay. Need to pay for
Alright.
the ship. Oh, and also the ball thing, I guess. I'm not doing that on purpose, Spencer. Well, I kind of am because it's all Skirvo cares about. It's a character thing.
So it's a rather bright day outside. Nothing too out of the ordinary as you cross the square and you make your way to the one of the only actually built structures here, and you just kind of like waltz in because there is no line, because the line happened like 2 days ago, and now it's just kind of all free. And there you see that tiefling from earlier that is just sitting at the desk reading like the newspaper.
All right.
I approach.
Yes, how can I help you?
Wait. This group would like to register for an expedition.
Yes. I assume this isn't your first one for the week, so I believe we're gonna have to put you on the overtime schedule. Give me a minute. She puts down the newspaper, and gets out of her chair and just kind of like goes to the back, then comes back with a stack of papers. It's like, all right. So it seems here that we don't really have anything at the moment. However, there does seem to be a little bit of a rat problem at one of the sites. I guess we'll just mark you down for that.
Very well then. What kind of rats?
Does that look like me?
And for what we haven't traveled too far through, there's just some giant rats, some small mice, some small rats. No hamsters though. So
Skirvo kind of gives a bit of a look towards Paimon just because he's thinking, I thought you were a mouse.
I am a mouse.
Why'd you say like you when they asked about rats?
I don't know because
Some
like,
rats.
I am a mouse, but sometimes people insult us and call us rats. But
You need to have
You
more
look like a rat.
self-respect for you need to have more self-respect for yourself, lass.
I know.
Well, they do look like rats. Rats, same thing, aren't they? They're all
Skirvo gives a glare towards Mr. Theron. They
Why?
almost certainly are not. Anyway,
The only difference is that
where is
rats
this?
are much more fat.
Okay, where? So where is this expedition site, and do we need to wait for a supervisor?
Who's your supervisor again? She
The
kind of
last
like
one we
looks through
had
the
was
papers.
was Professor Halligan.
I believe he should be open today. I'll go. I'll go and give him like the rundown at the moment. She once again leaves, like travels down a hallway, and then you just start hear yelling like in the back. It was like, Halligan, you gotta go again.
Skirvo's thinking to himself, this is perfect. If Halligan cowers like he did last time, we'll be able to extract many treasures and claim we found nothing.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you leave the lion to you guys.
So Halligan like comes out.
What is my
It's like,
deception check? Oh. Hey, what's everyone else's deception check? Just curious.
Mine is
Crap,
plus
and
4.
I'm also not gonna lie,
Oh
0.
gosh, what is my deception?
My
Mine's plus
deception
3.
is plus 4.
Wow,
How
everyone's
is it? I
deception.
have I don't have the best charisma, but yet I have a better deception.
Your deception
It's
check.
rogue
Everyone's
expertise.
deception check is better than mine, except John's.
And I would also take like a lore reason disadvantage to deception checks.
Mm-hmm.
Because, cowboy honor and all that.
Yeah. Skirbo's was always a bit more of an honorable sort, but who knows? Who knows? He's also pretty rusty. Maybe a few of his older pirate circuits fried.
You need to get yourself some more charisma because
I'm going to do that
kinda
the
need
moment
it.
we get the chance I get more charisma, the more I'm gonna take for it.
Yeah.
I'm basically gonna take every single one of those.
ASI's is charisma.
Yeah, every single one of them.
All right. So
Maybe a couple for con.
okay. So Mr. Halligan comes. I was like, oh, does it have to be today?
Yes.
Okay then.
Yeah. Wait, he came wandering in.
Yeah, he's like coming in from like the back room, and he just like has half the papers that the tiefling accountant just like gave to him. He's just reading through all of it. And I was like, I don't like this area.
Early morning, eh,
Right?
Professor?
Yes, it's a good morning, I guess.
We're all just like top of the morning, and he's just like, why? Why is life pain?
This is my favorite thing is that despite the fact that we're a bunch of rogues / outlaws, we're freaking we're like the most polite player characters we've played.
Well, I mean, Skirvo is like the romanticized pirate, so he's polite.
Yeah.
Ticker is a romanticized cowboy, so he's polite.
I'm a bounty hunter among upper class, so I'm actually not that polite. I'm the mean one here.
Yeah, we know.
Well, I
Anarchist
think
arsonist.
it's funny that you say romanticized pirate, considering that the way I've been playing Skirvo is it's more of a extend one hand in friendship and arm the other with a gun.
Well, that's still romanticized because normal pirates were like really brutal and really terrible people and would lie constantly.
Yeah. But anyhow,
He's a gentleman pirate, like
Yeah.
a gentleman thief.
yes, I'm a proper professional pirate. I think they sang a whole song about it in Muppet Treasure Island.
Oh my god.
Yeah, romanticized like Pirates of the Caribbean pirate.
Yeah. So we're
Okay,
gonna head
so-
on out. So, Professor, where is this current excursion? You also didn't seem to be too fond of this area.
They say that there's a giant beast that roams these part of the ruins, and I don't want to be here because they always come out. Just please tell me
Oh.
we'll get back before nightfall.
Well, of course, I have other
Why wouldn't we?
obligations at night. I gotta say, they weren't really particularly active last night. One poke with the stick and they're gone.
Oh, is this much worse than just a couple of skeletons? We're talking like a giant, ferocious beast.
Good. Maybe it'll be exciting.
So
They call what do they call our group name? Like 687 or something like that?
69, 69?
no, it wasn't.
No, it was
something
like
that.
it's like
It was
379 or something like that.
Yeah,
375.
Yeah.
it
All
wasn't
right.
a funny
Yeah. So
number.
they mentioned the possibility of getting us an actual group name, and since they've agreed to be a crew by Skirvo's standards, he's going to start tossing around some name ideas for them.
The DK crew.
Yeah. We're going to start see if we can't. Yeah. Everyone's open to suggestions.
Yep.
There are no bad ideas as long as everyone agrees as such.
So you guys travel down like the pyramid side, this giant pyramid complex, and you go down several floors. It takes like about 3 hours to get to where you need to be going. And let's see, and then give me a second. Move. Wait. And then you guys just travel down to. I messed up.
You're good. Take your
Oh.
time.
There's the button. Okay. So you guys just travel. Wait a minute. What the crap? I messed up again. Give me a second. So you guys just travel down like a bit onwards off of like the side of this thing because you've traveled down enough stairs and you're just moving off to the right. It's like a couple. Listen. So if a pyramid like per se is made up out like an Aztec pyramid is made out of just a bunch of giant square layers. You'd say that you're about like 3 steps, but it's not really 3 steps. It's like 200 something feet steps. So you're like that far down, like the side of this thing. Give me a second.
All these. Let me get that. What about Iron Bones? They mentioned the. Wasn't that a curse back at that prison?
Iron Bones.
Like I said, Skirvo's tossing around group name ideas for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, the day is really hot outside. Even though it's normally hot, it's just hotter than it usually is. So you guys head to the front of an area.
Skirvo's thermometer
if you guys
broke
can see
forever ago. He doesn't know what the temperature is anymore.
What temperature is it? It is hot.
So
Well,
he
it's
leads
enough
you
that
to.
it's enough that's causing this. Just just
An
steam coming
excess
out.
of hot.
Steam coming off of out of some of like the more like concealed away algae that still has water clinging to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, oh wow, did
So
you
he
like
leads you
make it like a
to
straight up Zelda dungeon? Because if so, I approve.
maybe, perhaps.
A moderate test
So
of
he brings
strength.
you to the front of this area. There are, oh, let's see, there are the proverbial red flags from earlier. So this place had been explored. However, some things have changed about the place, and so now you're in front of this area, and what's it? And so like Halligan's just giving you the rundown. It was like we've been hearing like noises from this place at night, and that's not normal. And so I guess we're kind of doing like an an extermination campaign to be precise. We're afraid that whatever has decided to hold themselves up in here is going to ruin the, let's say, the art of the place.
Well, we can't have that now, can we?
Mhm. I pull out my bow and I pull out an arrow. I knock it. I don't pull any back on the string at all, but I just have it ready to go. And be like,
I
okay, let's go.
I ensure my pistols loaded. I check my sword, and then I check my dagger. I and I put all those weapons away, but I keep my hand on my sword. Well then, well then, who wants to make the first move?
I've got my hands full, so someone else is gonna have to open the door.
So you've already opened this door, then, correct, Professor Halligan?
Well, it's been opened earlier. We haven't listened, so we believe that it's not trapped. Um, but yes, it has been opened. But at the moment, no, it's not open. We closed it,
In which
obviously.
in wh- in which case, good, excellent. Don't have to deal with traps at the very entrance. I'm going to cautiously open the door in case there is an undesirable immediately at the other side.
All right.
I guess I'll also roll a perception to check around the room if it turns out to be empty.
Okay. Give me a second. Oh, here's the reveal area. Okay. Da 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 da. In the room, you
I think it would be
see.
the I
Let's
think
see.
it would be the secret noise,
What?
not the you got something from a chest noise.
Oh, okay.
Do, 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 do.
All right. So you open up this place. It hasn't been opened in months, but so there's still some like air in it. On the floor, there's just a bunch of skeletons, and there seems to be a singular rat scurrying around.
Just a regular rat.
Does my 15 get anything else about
With
the
that
room?
fifth, listen, give me a second. I made a thing for this. All right, room number 9. Okay. That's it. Nope, this room. Wait. Let's see. So, other than the cracked stonework, there seems to be just a bunch of let's say hieroglyphs on the wall, depicting some sort of grand event that took place. There seems to be something with a giant snake man in the background, as well as a bunch of smaller ones. There also seems to be a whole group of like hooded figures behind the smaller snake men.
And does the rat see me?
The rat Did you want to roll a stealth check or no?
Yeah, that is what I was thinking of doing, because if it does, because yeah, I was gonna roll a stealth so I could just sneak up behind it and then impale it with my sword. We're here on an
Yeah, okay.
extermination run.
Kill the rat.
Yeah. So I guess.
Well, my stealth didn't work.
10. The rat. You think it notices you. However, the rat doesn't seem to care. It's just a rat. He's busy gnawing on flesh that seems to be on one of the skeletons, specifically this one. Oh shoot, never mind.
This one,
Specifically that one.
kind of. You ever seen Arcane? That scene where Jinx is looking at the crow and she gives it that like cockeyed look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of look at it the same.
I'm gonna start going in.
When you
Professor.
shoot that rat,
Professor,
I'm gonna take
Professor,
a chance.
Professor, how recently was there any other adventurers sent on this particular journey? I'm gonna roll a survival on the skeletons. See how old they are, if they used to be people and not just were undead that got past the walls or something. Wow, I am not rolling great.
All right. So with that 8, you think, dang, these are some whack skeletons. I mean, their armor, or at least what they're decorating, definitely doesn't fit like the it doesn't fit like the general archetype of skeletons you've seen while perched upon the wall. So just something's a little bit off.
All right.
Can I give him help on this action?
Why don't you go ahead
Well,
and
you
roll
have to
your own
be in
separate survival?
My survival
of
is
course.
0.
Of course, Skirvo has to actually enter the room first, because
Yeah.
the rest of you are just kind of like just seeing his back at the moment.
Yeah.
Skirvo is going to apprehensively approach the room.
All right. The air stirs slightly. It might just be a gust of wind for all you really know. But everything just kind of stays still except for the rat, which is still kind of just munching on little flesh bits.
I pull my sword out.
All right.
Sorry, Paimon. I just kind
Kill
of,
the rat.
Sam,
splat.
I don't like you anymore.
We're on an extermination expedition. Leave your emotions elsewhere.
Roll to hit.
Yeah.
You have disadvantage because the rat just saw you coming and was preparing for this.
Yep.
Prepare for this
course.
moment his whole life.
There's also a rat, so it has an AC of like 8.
Prepare yourself.
And if you hit, you kill.
Maddie, are you
so-
using? Maddie, are you using the mic also on?
Yes,
Also-
she is.
Yeah,
On
I
roll
probably am, but I don't know how to turn it off. How the fuck do I turn it off?
Go to the cog. So go to the settings, and then
Cog.
audio and video.
Cog in
The gear in the
top right.
corner.
The settings tab.
Well, nope.
Okay, there we
And
go.
you simply, and then you go to audio and video, and then
Alright.
you just simply turn off the
Yeah.
microphone.
Not only, all right, Spencer. Since
Yeah.
that was a critical failure, not only did I miss, but all the joints in my arm locked up.
I. Oh.
This is what you get.
Ah, fucker.
Let's see. Give me a second. Ooh. All right. Not terribly bad, but pretty bad. Your sword. Well, it's not a sword actually. It's like a cutlass, isn't it?
Yeah,
A
it's a cutlass.
scimitar. Okay, cutlass.
Yeah.
You feel that it loses like some durability to it. One or two other times of something like that, and it might break.
Hmm.
Other than that, like the rat just kind of scurries off. and it just kind of like goes underneath the door and just travels out of your sight.
Servo, you had one job: kill the rat, and you've messed that up.
Yep.
How? It's a rat. How do you mess up killing a rat?
Is this in character? I just want to ask.
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, Skirvo. Then why don't you do better next time? As he tries to get his, Skirvo's going to try to get his unlock the joints in his arm.
Is Skirvo left-handed or right-handed?
Skirvo is primarily right-handed.
Okay. I will move over and I'll get your arm unlocked.
You go over and help Skirvo unstuck his limb.
Wait, is it the limb that fell off last night?
I think that was a joke. I don't think
That
any
was just
arm.
a joke.
Yeah, it was like, because if it was the limb that fell off last night, then clearly something
Clearly
didn't get
Ticker didn't
sealed
put it
right
on
when you
right.
reattached it. Didn't put it on quite right.
Anyways, Halligan never answered my question.
What was the question?
If there were any previous adventurers lost in these here ruins.
Oh yeah, that question was like, judging from like the missing persons report, don't think so.
Oops, didn't mean to do that. That's not what I thought it would do. Dang it! Roll 20 and making it a pain to open my spells. Continue.
What are
Just post
What are the
random
rest of you
things
lot
good
make
to
these?
the-
What do the
to
rest of
the-
you lot
yeah.
make of these bones?
They look like bones.
Yeah, they look like bones to me.
The bones look very bony.
They're very bony bones.
I mean, I'll roll a survival check to see how old they are.
Sure, I'll
There's
give him
a
the
lot of
help action.
boners here.
There we go. Somebody rolled better than me. That's all I was asking for.
Survival.
Shoot,
Okay.
wait, did you have an advantage on that,
Yeah,
or
because
I don't know how you?
Theron gave me help.
Okay, all right. It was like, I was just making sure it wasn't like two different people did something. It was like,
No.
who designed this game this way, so I can't tell if there's a difference. With the 21. Okay, so with this 21, you as a Thrycring do not know much about the human body, but the one thing that you do know about how skeletons decay after a while is that
They
these
yellow and they
skeletons
get brittle
are,
and stuff.
yeah, it's that they're pretty fresh is for skeletons, and the fact that they still have flesh on them is not too uncommon.
Okay. They're pretty freshly skeletonized.
You're surprised that you don't see any more scarabs around them or other types of flesh-eating bugs or vermin.
Well,
Professor, how far deep into this dungeon has your survey teams progressed?
It says that there's like a few floors. Judging by this, it goes down about 3 floors. But other than that, I don't know the exact dimensions of the place. He says,
You
with
roughly have a
some-
map of it, but you don't know what else lies beyond this room.
Yes. Well, we never really mapped out the place. We just know, like, how many other stuff there is.
Sit there and check the door.
okay. I go to the door and I check for traps.
Right. Roll.
That's a perception.
I thought there was, like, a certain skill that involved this. But yeah, perception.
12.
As far as you concerned, that this mighty stone door that lies in front of you, it's not trapped.
All right.
All right. I open the door.
Forgive me
Alright.
for being overly cautious, but our characters cannot survive a half-decent combat encounter.
Not yet, anyways.
Exactly.
I have 32 hit points. I'm second wind.
I have
Yeah.
24.
30 hit points.
I have 19.
Oh my gosh, the child is.
You
Sounds
also
like you
have
need to
a
take the
child.
tough feat.
So you enter
Yeah,
into
sure.
the next room, and the one rat from earlier, which is this one, sees you and immediately just disappears from sight.
Oh, lovely. This rat, is it doing anything?
No, it's hanging out on top of a vase and
Okay.
eating whatever in it.
I am going to use aim, and
Uh,
I am going to shoot the rat. D20 plus
Okay.
6.
Well,
One,
you must really hate
2,
me.
3.
This is nothing
I-
against you, Miss Paimon. We were sent here on
25.
an extermination run,
A
and we've been
25
told there were
hits.
there were
Okay.
rats here.
I'm pretty sure a 25 would hit the thorax.
Rats
Yeah.
are just living their lives.
Do you want me to roll damage? Because my min damage is 8 because I get sneak attack and I'm using a warbow.
You just kill the rat.
I don't think Spencer's ruling any actual hit points. I think he's just ruling that they're
Well, even if
that we
it
hit
did,
them.
if I rolled all 4 d6s and got minimums,
The
I
rat
would
is
still do
second.
damage.
Um,
I pick up my arrow, and
All
then
right, you-
stand right here. I
well,
go over-
actually, okay. As you go, put your character back over here for a second.
okay. I go to
Um,
pick the arrow out of the dead rat.
all right. So as you
Yeah, I just checked. The rat
Fail.
stat block has literally 1 hit point. So
All right,
So I can one shot
Um,
all of them.
all of us can.
okay,
Professor
give me
Halligan
a-
could.
if you hit a rat, you kill it.
give me a second while I roll some funny dice.
Oh dear.
All right. What's your AC, by the way?
16.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit you.
Only
Let's see.
16.
Okay.
Well, I have 19 decks instead of 11. What do you
second.
expect?
All right. These two. Move to. What's it? Token layer. So, there's just been like these 2 rat men that have been just hanging from the ceiling, and they just saw you kill one of their friends. This one in particular is going to shank you with his with a very grisly looking knife.
This is
You will
precisely
be
why I rolled
taking
it.
13 points of slashing damage.
Gee,
And-
did it get a crit or something?
Yes.
For,
Now make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh dear.
for reference, Brad, this is precisely why I rolled perception before I even entered the room.
Here we go. Wow. Really?
Ooh,
Really?
okay.
Since Skirvo's old, since Skirvo's really old, I think it was worth using all my all the tricks I've learned in Dungeons and Dragons so far in terms of being cautious.
Yeah.
I think it was
And you will
more
take
to use them.
5 points of poison damage because he
Oh,
has
okay.
a really gnarly looking dagger.
So is it just that
Wow.
it's like rusty and nasty, or is it actually poisoned?
A mixture of the two. You don't know what's in it.
Well, I was
and
more
the
asking
other
out
one?
of character, just out of curiosity.
What's it? Yeah,
Either
it's-
way, the
it's-
game effect is the same.
Right, it's rusted.
Okay.
It's rusted, and there's like some strange like liquid on it. You don't know if it's like blood, but now it has your blood on it.
Lovely.
And the other one has a short bow, and he shot you, and he deals a total of 5 points of piercing damage, and make another Constitution saving throw.
What is
This
with
time
these people?
with disadvantage.
disadvantage, you say?
Yes.
17.
You succeed. You take no poison damage.
Good. I'm at 1 hit point.
You got a backup character?
I have backup. From a while ago, I had to level him up to level 3. Not level 2.
With
But
the
I have a
surprise
backup.
round over,
Hey,
everyone,
no-
roll initiative.
hey, don't worry. We just take it out of his paycheck, and he can get a. We take it out of his paycheck, and he
Oh,
gets.
I have advantage over. No, I don't have advantage over initiative. I get proficiency with
Alright.
advantage.
Wow, what is
Guys,
with me
if
and
I
rolling
had gotten to
eights
move on
today?
if I had gotten
Object
to move on the
background,
surprise roll, I
advance.
could have crit one
At
of those
turn.
suckers. But nope.
Let's see. At turn. Wait, where's the thing? Shoot. Crap. How do I make the thing pop up?
Click the clock icon.
There should be a clock icon on your thing.
In the sidebar.
There's an icon.
Mhm.
Okay, sidebar.
The little
gosh,
bar above the dark mode, light mode switcher.
Oh, okay.
There should be an icon that looks like a clock. I actually don't know if it looks like a clock because some of the icons changed. There it is.
Okay, there we go.
Well, it used to look like a
Alright.
clock.
At turn.
Clock.
Nope. Robnar's not here. I guess we'll have to edit it. Nope.
I always forget that if I select my token, it will automatically assign that initiative. But
Alright, let's get rid of everyone. And now we add turn. Add turn. And then we gotta pick you 3, 2, 3. And then poor Mr. Theron over here, who's gonna die from giant rat.
Didn't we have a thing in our contract saying he could be
Karma.
resurrected at an expense of a paycheck?
Yeah, it's like 1,000 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super expensive.
Yeah.
Oh.
1,000 or something.
Alright, so Theron rolled a 10. Who's do I not have?
I'm not losing Skirvo yet.
Skirvo. Okay. 16.
Backup if Paimon
Oh.
dies, though.
I have
Alright.
backup.
I have
but I
a
don't
character
want to lose
just-
sticker.
Right, initiative.
Yeah.
Okay. They
But I
both
do
have
not want the
same
kid to
thing.
die, so.
14. 14. Pearl. That's an initiative of 10. And Mr. Halligan
Dang it.
has a 3. Okay. Now descending. Okay. Paimon, you're up. So you just heard like the sound of an arrow going off, and then like just Theron's just walking to the other side of the room, and suddenly just like 2 people that look slightly similar to you just pop out of nowhere and just
Okay.
stab Theron in the back.
I'm deciding
Okay,
whether or
yeah.
not I want to quick draw.
Alright.
What about me?
No.
You nearly died. That's what we're talking about.
Yes, I did. 100% correct.
So, what do you do, Paimon?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna peek in. I'm gonna like scooch in, peek through, see the rat man, then look at Theron.
Yeah, you're on your own. You brought this upon yourself.
You want to talk to like the rat people at all?
Who, me?
No, me.
Well, no, it's Paimon's
Try.
turn.
Try,
What's
see
the-
if we
what-
can't
what-
reach a peaceful excursion to the...
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll try to talk to the guys.
All right.
Okay, what do I want to say?
Hail, rat folk! I don't know.
It's like, hey, sorry, we were hired to do, like, rat extermination. I'm not a part of it. I'm just along for the money. But, yeah, that guy's a dumbass, so you can stab him a couple of times, but just don't kill him.
They can't stab me any more times if you want them to not kill me.
Any
Well,
more
they can
times-
stab you more times and not kill you. They
Yeah.
just can't stab you more times and make you not bleed out.
Yeah, you can like gnaw on him a bit if you want, but just don't kill him, I guess, because that'll be a lot of money, and we kind of need the money.
Are you with Elf Thing Thing?
Oh no, I fucking hate him, but I mean,
Ah, oh, okay.
are you okay?
That, yes, I'm very good. How are you?
Oh, great, I guess. That's good that you're great.
Anything else you want to do during your turn?
I'm just gonna have a conversation with them, I guess.
Just chatting them up, and I'm slowly dying over here.
yeah. I'm
Don't
just gonna
mind
let
me.
you. I'm just gonna let you
Alright.
bleed out, bro. I'm having a good time.
Does it look like they're
Captain
going
Skirbo.
real quick? Does it look like they're going to like stop attacking?
Okay, so this one on the left has like turned his attention and is actually the one talking to Paimon. The other one still has like the knife at Theron's like proverbial back.
Okay, I will wait until
Unless-
after Skirbo's turn. See what
Very
Skirbo-
well.
Oh, they both moved before me. Oh dear, I can't get out of this mess.
Oh man.
Very
Yeah, you're gonna die, bro. You're gonna die.
Disengage action, dash action, run away.
You better not like kill the or like try to attack them or anything.
If it wasn't for the fact that I'm
One hit point and I'm right next to them.
Hey,
What
hey.
do you think I'm going to do, Maddie?
Hey, it's possible.
You gotta
I'm just saying.
disengage.
Yeah, I could disengage as a bonus action and then dash as an action, or the reverse of that. Or I could disengage as a bonus action, dodge as an action, and walk away.
I need to pull up the rogue
There,
rules again. I need to pull up the rogue rules again just for the sake of having them up.
Oh wait, Paimon, make
Yes?
a persuasion check because you almost it. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
because you're trying to persuade them not to kill Theron.
Okay.
What's it? Remember one of those weird little things that I gave you?
Yeah, do I have advantage or something?
You have advantage against
Oh.
specifically this kind of enemy.
Okay, good. Okay, that's good that I got a 15. Okay.
All right, 15. Yeah, the two are more or less like turns. What's it? Turned towards your way, of course. What was it? The one rat is still there. It's like he's kind of like keeping Theron at like an arm's distance.
Okay.
So if anything were to happen, but yeah, Skirvo, did you figure out what you want to do?
Hang on, I'm rereading some of the stuff in case we get in a stickier situation than I'd like. Okay. Wait, I have a bonus to my initiative rolls?
As a swashbuckler,
Oh,
yes.
only equal to my charisma modifier.
Yes.
So, no, only one.
Okay, so I guess that puts you at 17, which doesn't change the order of combat at all.
Yeah. Yeah, hang on. I'm just going to put a little +1 next to my initiative.
It's 10.5. There we go.
+1 charisma. There we go. Wait, does Rakish wait, hang on.
Does
You
Rakish
also gain
Audacity?
an
What about it?
additional way to use your sneak attack. You don't
Oh,
need advantage on the attack roll to use your sneak attack against a creature if you are within 5 feet of it. Wait, I'm able to just sneak attack whatever the hell? Is that what this is saying?
Yeah, as long as it's like a 1v1 me scrub.
Yep.
Okay.
And because
Okay,
and
that's-
even if it isn't 1v1 me, that means there's an ally within 5 feet of it, which means you get sneak attack. So yeah, if you're within
Yeah.
5 feet
Alright.
of a creature, you get sneak attack against it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That is.
So you could
I'm
sneak attack on this
glad
boy. Or you could move to the doorway. Use actually no, you couldn't because aim requires you to not move.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I am glad that is what that is. Okay. But yes, how is the situation diffusing seem to be on Paimon's part as I attempt to use something to stealth?
So they don't seem to be pressing the attack at the moment, and Paimon's kind of like, oh yeah, that stealth succeeds.
I'm surprisingly sneaky despite my squeaky joints.
They're very distracted by the mouse and angry at the elf.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Would I still be able to do a dash action with this stealth if I were to effectively use it to just to effectively Assassin's Creed Mr. Theron away?
As in sneak in, grab me, and then dash away?
Yeah.
Probably because you would be walking normally, and then you would grab me, and then you dash out.
Yeah, it was like because you're using your main action just to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, yeah, we'll say that Theron is an object to interact with.
All right. I go over and I swipe the Theron.
All right.
So that he does not get any more ouchies. And hang on, I just need to double check. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You can move half your speed with
go
dragging a creature.
What?
So if you dash, I think you can drag a creature half your speed. So if you dash, you could move your normal
5,
speed.
10. But I used all 30 feet of movement to get here.
So if you dash, you can get me. I believe it's 15 feet, unless Spencer wants to rule the rules differently. So you could move to there-ish. Yeah, you could get there, basically. Which would put me here.
Yeah, I'll put you in front of me so that it looks like you managed to somehow scamper this way on your own. I'm effectively using you as stealth. To stay in stealth. They do not see me.
All right. So
there is a Theron in the way.
All right. So second rat looks at Paimon for a second. Paimon,
Yes.
What's your mother's name?
Oh, frick. Let's do Ellie.
You there? You Ellie's kid?
How the fuck do you know that?
Yeah. You look like her.
From where I'm hiding, I look at Paimon like, what? Silent, but very definitive confused pirate noises.
Confused pirate noise. .jpg. Also confused elf noise. .jpg.
You know my mom.
Yeah. Well, I'm her brother.
Fucking way.
Uncle Carl? Damn, I named him Carl. Now I can't kill him.
Carl,
that kills people.
To be fair, rat folk would if they're anything like actual rats, your mother probably has at least 10 siblings.
That's very lowballing it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, man. Jeez,
Yeah,
bro.
I
It's like-
know.
It's 10
I
siblings a
lowballed
year.
it I lowballed it specifically because
That's
the
why I
reason they
ran
have a lot
away.
of young is because not all of them live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yes, so like the second one was like, ugh, she does look a bit familiar. Yes, yes, yes. I see it now. Do you see it? I see it.
Oh God.
There's no way that I'm related to you.
How's your mom doing? Is she doing fine?
I don't fucking know.
Oh,
The outrage in your voice is perfect.
Whatever this is, lad. Whatever this is, lass, keep it up.
Theron. Three
Yes.
sentient talking rats are talking to each other. What do you do?
while you
About
were
family
already
issues.
used as concealment for
Crawl
Skirbo.
away.
I just nope right out of there.
The skeleton right next to you
As
comes
you
to life and
should.
stabs you.
That would be just my luck. That would be my luck.
No, more like
1,
trying to
2,
sneak
3,
past
4,
Skirbo. You
5.
cut yourself on one of his more jagged parts.
Oh,
That would
Damn!
also be
Now I
just
have
my luck.
lockjaw. Oh, and I'm dead.
That would also be just my luck.
We should stop giving Spencer ideas.
Anyways,
Okay.
Guys,
Don't worry,
if
they're
done,
not
it's gonna
coming
be
to
our
life
fault.
yet.
Yet he says.
We heard
Yet
that.
He says.
oh, we heard nothing except we heard everything.
All right.
We heard nothing and everything at the same time.
I guess like Pearl is stuck somewhere. Ticker, what do you want to do? You see that that the funny elf guy almost got killed in the other room.
Yeah,
You don't know by what though.
yeah. I will.
You just
move
hear
into the
you hear
doorway.
rats
Tell Ticker to be
talking.
like, there's a bunch of crazy rats in there.
You're
I
the
was pretty
crazy
sure I
one,
could.
man.
I was pretty sure I could have seen him from where I was. At least this one.
Oh
Well,
yeah, you can like see that
even
one.
if you could, even if you can, I'm still saying there's a bunch of crazy rats in there.
I will
Apparently,
move
they're all
into the
related.
doorway, and I will like go against like this side of the doorway,
Okay.
and I'll just
Uh,
watch.
He's rat watching. You've heard of bird watching? Well, he's rat watching.
all right. We'll
I don't
just,
have any
like,
healing
keep this here.
abilities.
Well, I wasn't expecting to. I mean, I'm just like, there's a bunch of crazy rats in there.
Yeah. The closest thing we had to a healer bailed on us.
Yeah. I was going to take the healing discipline, but I went with a different order, and you can only pick one non-order discipline at first level mystic. So yeah.
All right.
All right. Combat has kind of like been dissolved.
Situation diffused.
So I guess like everyone can just kind of do what they want to do.
Okay, free movement now.
Yeah. So Uncle Carl and Uncle Ruckus are gonna go up to you,
That's
and
officially
like they're
his
gonna
name
hug
now.
you.
Carl.
I was gonna shoot the knife out of the dude's hand if I had to, but
I was going to retreat back into the other room and then consider my options while Paimon bought time.
yeah. If
Paimon, you are now currently like in the thralls of one of the most hideous things the world has to know. Well, for rat kind, family love.
Oh my gosh. Well, Paimon really doesn't like that. She doesn't like
Okay,
physical
so-
touch, especially with people she doesn't know.
Okay,
So she's gonna like.
Skirbo's gonna, he makes it look like he just walked into the room, just kind of, unstealthing. So your family of Miss Paimon, is it?
I'm gonna look at Skirbo and just like mouth help me.
Uncle Ruckus
Skirbo can't mouth
terrified
anything to you because it's
of
a flap.
you.
What did he ask?
Uncle Ruckus gets terrified of you, and he throws a knife in your direction because you went in and out of stealth in front of him.
No, I told you I made it look like I just walked out of the doorway.
Does a 23 hit?
Oh my god.
uh, it absolutely hits.
Can I shoot the knife out of the air?
Well, he's throwing the knife, so
Yeah, can I like shoot
I mean,
the
I
knife
guess
to
you can.
intercept it?
I'd rather...
I'm gonna say that's like, you held your action, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Then you make a normal roll.
Okay.
I was gonna say it's a disadvantage, but because you're hitting another flying object. But
Yeah. I am a mystic, so I probably have a little bit of precognition. So. Why did this break? Why did this break and switch back to strength for my pistol?
Interesting.
Strength is not the ability score for a pistol.
not yet. It's
Not yet.
I'm
All
going
right,
to
you
make
got
that a
Your
precision
pistol
attack.
is a blunderbuss.
I'm gonna make that a precision attack so that I can add my superiority die to it, which is a D6. I want to say, yep. So that's a 19.
yeah. So like you just use excellent gunmanship, and you just kind of like shoot the knife out of the thing's hands. However, everyone in like a
No, I was
we're gonna
wondering
say
like he throws it and then I shoot it in midair and it like embeds itself in the far wall.
Well, yeah, but the thing is that you
If I had
do
a gun,
realize you have a gun, right?
Yeah.
It's loud.
Everyone in a 60-foot range can hear you.
Yes.
It's a gun.
But dude was getting a knife thrown at him. It's my only ranged attack.
Well, yeah. So that's what we were saying. Yeah, it makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, it makes a lot of noise.
Yes,
I know.
It makes a lot of noise.
Skirvo's heard louder bangs closer. You ever heard a
What
cannon
happens with
go
all the
off?
noise?
But yeah, you managed to like what's it? You just managed to have like the knife ricochet, and it hits this crate in the back.
That was the goal.
Bloody nice shot, Mr. Ticker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spin my pistol before I put it away.
God.
Oh, like Django Fett style or whatever, old Western
Yeah, yeah.
style, where you just
Yeah,
spin
old
around
West
your fingers
pistol
and
spin
shoot
before I
like
put it away.
Yeah.
spin, holster.
Sorry to scare you like that.
You have a funny things.
I know, but they mean well, I guess. So just don't kill them, please.
Oh yeah. Paimon, make a
Apologies
history
for
check.
the
Hey, what
Apologies
check?
for the misunderstanding.
History check.
History. Oh golly.
Apologies for the misunderstanding there, mateys. Apparently, we've had some misinformation.
Oh my
I-
god. Eh.
All right. 6. You remember there like at one time. What's it? So like 8 years ago, Uncle Ruckus was like what's it? You've seen Uncle Ruckus once, but Uncle Carl is someone you're not too familiar with.
Hey.
I never spent time with you.
Well, I never spent time at home because I ran away.
I'm such a terrible uncle.
Well, I never even knew you, so it doesn't really matter.
Poor guy's going through it, and I just don't care.
That would be genuinely funny. He's just like sitting there like, oh, I never spent time with the family. Oh, I'm terrible.
I'm a sham.
But yeah, so what's it? So I guess who wants to do something now?
Oh, well,
I will
Oh,
move up to here.
Why'd you find yourselves? Well, how'd you find yourselves in these parts?
We heard that there was good scraps lying around, and we were going to obtain them for various reasons.
Oh, you're scrap hunters.
Yes. It's well, it's quite a funny story actually. He then goes on to explain like a long diatribe of things that happened. Most of them were you find very insignificant, like how he found like some extra cheese lying around, and also goes on about how he fell like from a sky portal into this realm and almost died like 3 times. Once by sandworms, and twice by other and twice by other various animals that you can't really get like a good description of at the moment. You don't know if it's because of the way he's talking or because of other or because the thing he's talking about simply doesn't exist.
While he's going on about this, I'll reload my
Yeah,
pistol.
Scurf.
Yeah.
Skirvo
Skirvo, what are your
also-
languages?
Skirvo's gonna
Skirvo's
also
languages?
lean in. Small multiverse, eh? Hey there, Paimon. Not every day you just bump into family in another dimension.
Well, I am a rodent, so there's a lot of
What are
us.
Skirvo's languages, Joey?
Elvish and
You do
common.
speak Elvish. I'm going to.
And also
speaking
and
Elvish.
never don't forget we also speak I also speak what was it Thieves Cant. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
but,
but I'm not sure if these rats will also speak Thieves Cant.
Yeah.
So I will speak in Elvish to you.
You can
Maybe
speak
we
in
can get
Elvish,
them.
thieves can't.
There we go. I'll speak in Elvish Thieves Cant.
It get more.
Because thieves can't is more a type of language than it is a language.
Yeah. It's more using a bunch of slang terms and jargon to get a point across.
Yeah,
I will
it's like
Elvish
a
thieves
modifier
can't
that can be
Skirvo.
applied to languages.
Like pig
Yeah.
Latin.
Yeah. I'll be like, what if we got these rat people to help us steal the stuff from you know who?
I thieves can't I Elvish thieves can't back to him that something along the lines of if the vessel if it goes missing he'll know exactly who took it. At the very
This is true.
either way he'll come looking for us.
That could be a small problem.
Precisely why we're going to try to do this legitimately.
Anyways,
Cannot kill a dragon yet. Wait for it. Find the best opportunity, and benefit from it as much as you can. And so back to addressing these friends, because he does bring an interesting point. We could still use their assistance. I mean, after all, we're such good. I mean, after all, well, what? Well, where'd you? Oh God, my. Oh, hello. Actual Joey Brain needed to reboot there.
Windows.exe has quit working.
For the player, not for
The
the
Joseph.exe is not responding.
Yeah.
The Joseph has crashed. System rebooting.
Goodness.
Press
I don't
any
think
button
I've
to
said it.
continue.
I don't think I've said it. I don't think I've actually said it on tape yet. But Skirvo's a first for me in terms of being the face of the party. Like I've done some face-worthy stuff with the party, but I've never just been the dedicated. All right, crew, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
All right. So Skirvo's going to address the rat folk. Well, I think we might be able to reach a beneficial arrangement.
Why is scrap metal talking?
Because he could talk. He's a dwarf
Mm-hmm.
robot guy. Yeah. Dwarf.
What kind of
Dwarf.
odd magic is this? What kind of foul magic is this?
British
No,
kind.
he's like thousands of years old or something. He's old as balls, so I don't know.
He's an old fossil.
Yeah, exactly. He's a fossil. But he's our fossil.
Does he taste good?
He doesn't belong in a museum. But wait, what?
Does he taste good?
Skirbo gives them a surprised look.
Like,
Skir-
what do you think
Skirbo gives
crappy
them a surprised
rusted
look.
metal tastes like? That's what he tastes like.
Not gonna
Got a
lie,
point
that's
there.
Skirbo just kind of mutters to himself. Not gonna lie. It's been a couple fortnights since the last time someone's asked me that.
What you taste?
How much does he sell for?
If I had a
He's
if I
not
had a
for
silver
sale.
for how many times it's happened, you know what? It's not worth thinking about. It's just weird that it's happened more than once.
If I had a nickel.
Yeah.
And the silver is the right one for that because it's the second
If I had a
lowest
silver
unit of currency.
Each time this happens, I'd have two.
If I had a silver for every time anyone asked me that, I'd have 2 silver.
Which isn't a lot, but it's strange it happened twice, right?
Does that make Skirbo Norm?
It
Kind
makes
of.
him Dr. Drew from Smurfs.
Well, it makes him Norm because he's a robot.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
Skirbo
He's an
does
innator.
sing, and Norm did sing that in that one episode when he made a weapon. And Skirbo sings, so kinda.
All right. Back to the subject at hand.
Unresolved issues with his creator.
He's not for sale.
Okay then.
Miss. Well, they don't seem to be listening to me much. Miss Pyman, would you mind seeing if your family be kind enough to help us see what lies deeper in this here dungeon?
Yeah, sure. Hey, uncles.
He's gonna elvish thieves can't back to Mr. Theron. Best worst case scenario, it at least puts some warm bodies between us and whatever lies below.
I respond back in kind, definitely. Also, we can keep an eye on them so that they don't sneak up back on us.
Tinker's gonna ask Skirbo in telepathy what you two are going on about.
Oh my god.
He doesn't understand you when he knows you're speaking a language.
And he feels left out.
Especially since he's standing right between you.
Oh my
Tinker's point of view, this is like the Charlie Brown.
What do you not?
Paimon, roll another
Recruitment.
roll
Another
another
what?
persuasion check.
Persuasion, okay.
He just hears recruitment back.
In that same radio voice.
Yeah. Recruitment.
Lucky. Wait, do I still have? Wait, do I still have?
Yeah, you still have advantage because
Advantage.
these are
Okay,
like
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, they're your
Oh.
family. I mean, at this
Oh my
point, you're pretty much operating with I think I know a guy.
Yeah, I know, but I
That's
keep on
pretty
rolling
much-
crap.
All
We're
right.
all rolling like crap tonight.
I know.
Spencer's
old-
rolling great. This is the session we die.
So the two look at each other. They look at the other freaking weirdos you brought along. It's like, and they don't fully trust, not necessarily you, but them.
It's understandable.
So So, especially that filthy elf thing in the back. That they really don't trust that fellow.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Okay, give me a second
In
while
our
I do
defense, we
some
were
funny
sent
thing.
here on an extermination mission, and we were told something
We
about
were
rats.
sent here to kill rats. I saw a rat and I was like, I'll show that stupid warfare you can't eat a rat.
Yeah,
Pulls it out. Like, I sunk the rat, no problem. I walked over to retrieve my arrow and I almost get killed. Well, we know another
all
rat
right.
went this way.
Yeah. So, let's see. So they just kind of like reveal like 3 doors to you. And let's see.
How
Uncle
long has this
Carl
conversation been
specific.
going on?
This conversation has kind of like been teetering on for a while. This has just been going on for like
Long
the
enough
last
for a
minute.
short rest?
No. It hasn't
Darn.
been an hour. It's been like
Darn it.
15 minutes.
Alright.
Ah,
All right. So
I'm sticking in the
Uncle.
back, guys.
All right. So Uncle Carl pulls out like a chain of keys and unlocks this door right there.
You just,
s-
I'll ask him when he does this. You just happen to have a set of keys to all the doors in an ancient runic temple thing?
Yes. It's easy to make keys. I am
Strange.
master craftsman.
All right.
Now quiet, elf
Strange.
thing.
All right.
And Uncle Carl is going to and Uncle Carl unlocks this door. And then like Uncle Carl goes back to you and then just basically says, "Don't go through that door. There's strange things beyond it."
This door?
What kind of strange things?
This door,
That one, other one. Okay.
big things. They eat us. They eat our kind. We don't like them. This door, there's a hallway, and we don't know what's beyond that. We just use this as hiding space. We hide in the lower floors. Yes. And then he then points to the upper door. It's like there's a big room. There's some commotion, and we don't recognize any of it.
I'm assuming that thanks to our newfound rat folk friends / family, we Professor Halligan is petrified to go any deeper.
Well, you heard the gunshot from earlier, and he's just going, just studying skeletons, like trying to ignore anything that's going on in there, but he also doesn't like the skeletons, so he's just trying to study the hieroglyphs.
So the poor guy roll for a heart attack.
I'd actually like to inspect
Okay.
these bases.
Are those
So
vases
you look-
actually from here, or were they brought by the rat folk? Because
Yeah,
it looks like they live here.
I guess like I'm gonna say it's a history check, but if you can argue if that's a different type of check,
Maybe. I'm just gonna do history. I don't got any other checks that would be
That's
more
good.
useful that I'm proficient with. Like, there's no way I can argue Arcana for this. So.
What about insight? Do you have good insight?
Nope.
Oh,
History and
okay.
insight have the same mod, so 16.
Oh, okay.
16. Yes, these are definitely old. They definitely look older than the period of like 10 months ago when these what was it? When these soft
men.
boss came in here.
Yeah. Oh,
And as you look
is
inside,
that her family name?
well, that's technically like her race name.
Oh, okay. All right.
And yeah, that's also
Well, he's
is that
doing
your
that.
last name? Do you have a last name,
I
Paimon?
don't have a last name.
Oh,
Was always embarrassed
Okay.
by her last name. Was always embarrassed by family name.
Gotcha. But yeah, so you like look in the vases and you realize that these are canoptic jars, and there's like decayed flesh in it.
Okay then.
Ooh, complete with goodies.
I'm
And they're
gonna
all like
ask the rats
eaten
if
out
the
of it,
crate if they brought the
you know,
crates in.
because the rat ate some of it earlier.
Yeah.
The crates. Yes, crates. Our stuff. We brought it here.
Okay.
So they're canoptic
Well, then-
jars that have like they're burial jars basically.
Yes.
Okay. And would those have anything in them other than just rotten flesh?
Oh. Are you gonna dig your hand through?
No, I'm just wondering if, like, based on past knowledge of these jars in general.
What they were normally used to store.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, canoptic jars would just like store like just like bodily organs of like a mummified person.
Yeah.
However, these seem to be in a strangely fresh condition.
Okay.
This is where they've been storing meat.
Yeah.
Let's see. So by that knowledge, you would think that there's nothing in there.
Yeah. I'm not
All
going to
right.
dig my hand into a thing full of rotten meat, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not Skirvo, who doesn't feel
No.
and would do it when no one else does. But the only reason he's not doing it is because he's more curious about other wares they can salvage for the purchase of his ship.
And yeah, the
We're
jars
getting
themselves wouldn't be, like, particularly valuable.
Hard to
They
carry,
would
I
be pretty valuable to, like an archaeologist, because it's like history
Yeah.
just
to a
made
collector.
manifest.
Wait,
There are
let's-
like
let's-
hieroglyphs
valuable
written
to a
on the jar.
collector.
Okay.
So they're valuable to collectors, you're saying.
Yeah.
So
so
we should bring them with us as bonus loot.
let's here's what I suggest.
Hmm.
We leave them be for now, so that way, worst case
Mhm.
scenario, if Professor Halligan snaps out of his terrified stupor, we can use them as further distractions from our further gains.
Mhm.
If we find something more valuable down the line.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be hard to
And
transport.
besides, even if we were going to take them with us, we could always just grab them on the way back.
Exactly.
This is true.
Because it seems
Exactly.
like we have to come back through this room to get out of the dungeon, so.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So which door are we going through? Top,
Let's check
bottom,
the room
or right?
that they checked first. The
So this one.
the northern room.
Yeah, the northern room.
Okay. To that door.
All right.
I will open
not
the
leaving
door
this
with telekinesis.
Okay.
Okay,
You
terrify
open
the
the
poor
door
rat
with
man.
telekinesis. Let me see if you do terrify the ratman.
I'm gonna roll an
The door
Arcana.
just magically opens.
Tinker kind
I'm
of
gonna
like
roll an Arcana
kind
to
of
see
like
if I can
closes
see
his
what-
eyes and kind of just it looks in the direction of the door like it looks like he's focusing.
All right.
Between the
Uh,
information John gave us and the 12 I just rolled for Arcana, am I able to deduce what he just did?
It's some mysterious magics.
But
Owl
was I at
magics.
least able to identify that it was definitely Ticker that did that?
Well, you look around the room, and the rat men look kind of spooked by the opening of the door. Yeah, I mean, it's
Well, of
maybe
course, the door
Paimon's
just opened out of
terrified,
nowhere.
but
That's
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like you just notice, and then Ticker just like looks different. So you're thinking it's either him or Pearl, but Pearl's in the other room, just
all right. All right, good.
possibly also eating flesh.
All right.
Um,
Oh God, is that actually what she's doing?
oh no, you want to check in on her?
First, yeah. You know what? Peer back in.
Yeah, she's kind of like licking the bones off of this one.
Oh, she's having a time. Leave her be. uh,
So yeah, it's
just-
like
so he's
because
going
none
to
of you have actually, since none of you have actually entered, this is all you can kind of see at the moment.
yeah. So Skirvo's going to address Mr. Ticker. Learn some new tricks, have we?
A few tricks.
Hmm.
A few tricks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. And who says you can't teach anyone new tricks?
And that's the least of my new tricks.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Go. So, okay, so who's better off at going first right now? Would it be Paimon or Skirvo? Because it's most certainly not Theron.
No, I've
I
got
feel
one
like it
hit
would
point.
probably actually be me
Unless we wanna
because I have
stop
the
and
most
take
hit
lunch.
points and probably one of the
Someone please
highest
call life
ACs.
alert.
Okay.
What
right,
is your AC?
18.
Mine?
Oh, he has 18. Okay. What's everyone else at?
14.
AC
Yeah.
is 16.
Okay.
I have the highest AC. I have the most hit points.
You're
I
also
have
a
pretty
fighter,
good
not a
deck
rogue.
saves. Probably not the best. I have good con saves.
Mm-hmm.
So
Again, you're also a
take-
fighter, not a rogue.
Yeah.
So.
I also have second wind, so if I get hit, I can actually heal myself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yep.
I think I should go first.
All right.
Insect man to the front.
Mr.
I
Ticker.
don't actually say that in person.
And we know it's not trapped because these rat men have already untrapped it.
Open the
Yeah,
door. Yeah.
I will step into the doorway.
All right. So as you step into the doorway, reveal area, you see the rest of the room. Give me a second while I reveal some more things. You see that there is a door on the it's like on the top side and a door to the left side. Make a perception check.
Okay.
You see nothing else.
Yeah. That's a 9.
Skirvo is going to
I will step
Uh,
into the room to over here so that Skirvo can come into the room.
yeah,
Okay.
Skirvo's also going to roll his perception to look around. Goodness.
All right. With that 13, you see like that this room is also ornately decorated with strange things. It seems that the other soft paws didn't actually steal anything from this room, and it doesn't even look like that. That this room has been touched much. However, you do notice like footprints that are just heading towards this direction, and also there's like like just a giant display of curtains like on this side. Well, not curtains, but tapestry.
Uh-huh.
What does the tapestry depict? Do I see any? By the way, with that 13, do I see anything that untoward in the form of hostiles?
As far as hostiles, unless you declared Ticker is hostile, no.
Not now, anyway.
The jar is looking at
Not
you
yet.
menacingly.
Oh, don't worry. I
The
just
jars
gave
have
everyone...
intellect devourers in them.
Step into the room
Okay.
immediately.
That
a
would
dark
be
man.
really bad if the jars had intellect devourers in them.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
So
I'm going to
bad.
step
That would
into
be
the
terrible.
room.
But as for like the questions, like what do the tapestries
Yes, I investigate the
depict?
tapestry. What does it depict?
Okay, so looking closer, it depicts some strange white-haired man with blue eyes. It seems like some sort of bigger figure talking to like some smaller snake folk with some strange hieroglyphs written on the sides.
Okay.
And my mouse messed up. I'm gonna roll a history, but would I get an advantage at said history since I went to the museum and listened to most of the tour?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent.
Good
I
thing
needed
too.
that advantage.
All right. So the white-haired man, you are thinking that it's not like some demonic being, but you think it might be a god of sorts. I guess make a religion check.
Would I also get advantage for this for the museum research?
Yeah, sure. You spent like 8 hours there.
I spent a really long time there. I listened to that guy prattle on for a very long time. Let's oh wow, it's the same. Okay, so a 13.
Um, there's like you can't remember how he pronounced it, but you think it's some guy called Ao or Al or
Oh,
something funny like that.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I
Out
can
of character, literally nothing to worry about.
Yeah. Oh, it's now ain't this a pretty picture?
I'm honestly kind of surprised the dude knew about Ao. He kind of keeps himself hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
ain't this a curiosity? I'm gonna see about I'm gonna see about pulling a Maddie.
Right.
Uh,
Just take this.
Oh, you're just gonna.
before you do, I would like
Oh yeah,
to
I should check for
I'm
anything.
gonna use telekinesis to check behind the tapestries.
Yes. Oh
All right.
wait,
So as
telekinesis to check.
Yeah. So that I'm on.
wait,
So we're on the
how does that
opposite
work?
side of the room. If
Oh
something
yeah,
nasty
the
happens.
tapestry's here, I assume.
Just like along this wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Take a
Okay. So how are you
position.
using telekinesis yet? Well, yet.
Um.
How are you using
I'm. I'm.
telekinesis?
I'm gonna
That's a
tell
good point.
Skirbo to kind of like come to the far edge of the room just in case.
Oh yeah, take some cover. Maybe check. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm going to like. Hmm.
I take a defensive position in case anything
Yeah.
unsavory occurs.
Yeah. I'm gonna use it to like
Think about it.
roll up the tapestries
All right. Okay.
to check behind them.
Give me a second. I gotta roll a durability test because these things are ancient and they've been lying in the same spot for
Yeah.
a long time.
Yep.
I'm
Fair
not
enough.
gonna
And
tell you how long.
But I mean,
Yep.
if they fall apart when I telekinesis them, they were gonna fall apart when we took them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. None of them see to fall apart. However, when you do this, it reveals, or let's see, there is a door beyond it.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
I was just making sure there wasn't any like brown mold behind them or something.
Good thinking, lad.
Them nasty
I-
dungeon funguses.
I think back to him. Good thinking, lad.
Shall the rest of us enter the room?
Freaking ticker
Well, I
picking up
mean,
Servo's old
I'm not
radio.
deciding that for
I
you.
was
You
talking to
decide
Maddie.
that
I
for
was talking to
yourself.
Maddie and John and Skirbo. Should the rest of us go in now?
Um,
I guess.
maybe investigate a little more around the room and perhaps keep those blokes occupied for a little bit.
I could stay with them and just keep an eye on them if you guys want.
For
What's
now.
down this way?
For
Is
now.
it just a hallway or?
Okay,
Wait,
so
repeat that?
yes, I'll apprehensively investigate what is beyond this here door. Well, actually, is it a door? Or should I check for traps? I should check for traps.
You should check for traps.
I
We're
should,
in a dungeon. You should be. I approach the door. I check for traps.
yeah, exactly. Is that perception
I
for
feel
the
like
traps?
someone needs to buy a 10-foot pole. They're like 2 copper.
Should you just mind sweep the whole thing?
Yeah. I'll just borrow the.
Works.
I just go back to my workstation. I'm gonna borrow this. take their poking stick.
All right. While this is going on, Paimon, Uncle
Oh,
Ruckus
God.
goes to one of the boxes and pulls out what's it, like a half wheel of cheese, and hands it to you.
Oh, you! It had
They
cheese
are
so
family.
long!
The last cheese, Paimon, do you need to check the cheese? The last cheese betrayed you.
Betrayed me? How did it betray me?
With that 9, you see no traps that you know of.
Yeah, it's the that you know of that scares me.
Yep. Well, no time like the present to lose my hand again. Let's. I open the door, I guess.
Okay. Is it so where is the button? I always keep forgetting where these are. Reveal.
I believe it's a cloud or an eye for the reveal.
It is an eye. There we go. Okay,
A cloud
so the
for
next
hide.
room is revealed, and you just see well, you see that there's a hole in the ceiling which sheds some light into the room. But other than that, there seems to be like just a giant group of bats nesting in this area.
And that is the most obviously trapped treasure chest in the entire world.
Well,
Even
if they're
more so
vampire bats,
than the one Theron
well-
almost drowned in.
You know?
in theory, if they're vampire bats, though, wouldn't of all of us the best one to send in be Skirvo because he's a metal robot? He doesn't have blood for them to
Yeah,
suck.
they wouldn't be interested in Skirbo.
Anything I would have had for them to nourish on would have dried up long ago.
You never would have had anything for them.
Yeah.
You have 1,000-year-old motor oils and hydraulic fluid, and that's
That
it.
motor oil's got to be like freaking pudding at this point.
It's more like
Friggin-
grease.
At this point, it's a rock.
It's more of industrial grease than it is oil.
It's just a hard chunk of grease.
It's almost been unfossilized back into phytoplankton.
Yeah.
God.
It's so old at this point. It's its own fossil fuel.
Real quick, out of curiosity, how much oil would Skirbo have in him?
I have no idea.
Like under normal
I have no
circumstances?
idea.
How many quarts of oil do we need to put in Skirvo?
Like, let's
Depends on how many
say, like,
pistons he's
let's see here. Like, if a
Well,
car
he's
were in
mostly-
D&D as a creature, it'd probably be a huge creature.
Yeah, he's
So-
mostly made of gears and pistons
Yeah.
Probably
in
at
terms
least
of
3
joint
quarts.
construction.
Probably at least 3 quarts.
So
I mean, part of it
car
depends-
should have 5 to 6 quarts, so
Well,
2 or
that
3
depends on the
quarts
size
of
of the
oil?
engine. It depends on the size of the engine, so, but yeah.
Yeah, 2 or 3
Yeah,
quarts.
2 to 3 quarts.
All right. I turn around and mouth bats to them, except none of them understand what that meant because my jaw just flapped.
Bye.
Because, as it probably just occurred to you guys,
Your face can't move.
my face is, my jaw is, while it does have the amount of range the actual human jaw has, for all intents and purposes, when it comes to conveying what I'm trying to say, it's a hinge. You'd have better luck figuring out what I'm
I
saying
just
with a
speak
mouse
up.
trap.
I just speak up. What was that? Hmm?
There's bats in here.
Oh, bad. So why didn't you say so?
This was so much easier with my brothers.
So that's 6 vials of oil, worst case scenario.
Hang on. The bats don't see me, so let me see if I can't sneak this. Sneaky snoo. No.
With a 10. Well, yeah, you have a 10. All right. What are you going to do? I'm just going to tell you the result of your actions.
It is that kind of DM style that genuinely scares me.
All right. What were you planning on doing with that?
I give a signal like be ready.
I'm going in.
Dueling pose.
Yeah. Yeah, so that way you guys know that something might happen.
Okay.
I
I'm actually gonna move up a
approach
tiny bit.
I approach the
I'll
chest.
move over to here, and I wish to stealth.
Are the bats
before he
doing
opens.
anything yet?
All right. Upon like reaching this step, you really should have gone for that oil change because then your limbs just start squeaking again. As you, uh, the bats seem mildly perturbed and they're getting kind of roused from their slumber.
I stop moving entirely. Sentries rest.
All right. Um,
I wait until they seem a little less perturbed.
some of the bats like fly around. They do normal bat things for a little minute, and then just settle down after we're gonna say 15 minutes. What did you other two want to do? Or you
Well,
three?
You
I
just saw
was going to
Skirbo stop
stealth
entirely.
and prepare an arrow in case the bats come flying out, but I guess not.
Yeah.
I actually have a question.
These
Just
jars.
a quick question
Go ahead.
out of character. Like, this probably isn't a good idea.
But
But no, this is just an out of character thing for future reference. Would purple worm poison be acidic enough to like dissolve the caked up oil?
I don't
I
think so.
don't think so. I think it's one of those poisons where it's more of a
Toxin?
it causes coagulation.
Okay.
not necessarily. It could be a neurotoxin. Which,
It
again,
could be that too.
doesn't is not necessarily acidic.
Actually,
Messes up
considering
like
it's
your neuro system.
Considering it's one of the
it's a
most-
purple worm, I would imagine it's probably a neurotoxin that like makes you freeze up.
yeah,
Mhm.
in all honesty, it could be a combination.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It could cause coagulation in the bloodstream while also causing hellish pain to your causing hellish neurotoxin style damage.
Yeah. I was just curious, so I'll have to acquire some acid as well to.
Yeah, no. I think we've all already agreed that when Skirvo goes to get some repairs, it's going to be extensive.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
the
gonna
guy
be
who
doing them
opens
over
him up
time.
is-
It'll take me a while.
yeah. But if he like goes to get an actual oil change, the guy's gonna open him up and just go, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Yeah, the oil itself is cheap. The oil isn't even 1 gold to do that, but
Yeah.
it's all the other work we gotta do. Hey, at least he's not seized up.
Yeah, no, he's good on that front. Amazingly, he's still not seized.
Somehow he has not had the equivalent of the Warforged equivalent of an engine seize.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So
So-
when the bats calm down, I check the chest for trap.
All right. Roll perception.
Hey!
Nat 20.
Hey, what do you know? An actual good roll.
There
Finally.
are no traps. I fooled you. I
There
made
are
it
no
so
traps.
painfully obvious.
there is ain't no traps. Ain't nothing but bats.
Don't forget to
Okay,
get the
so-
jars out of there and bring them back out here.
Hey, that rhymes.
Yeah. Actually, what do those jars look like?
Oh,
They look like more of that good in ornate stuff that was in the other room.
yeah, they look like that ornate stuff. Some more probably organs in there.
Worth consideration, but let's see what's in this chest first. I'm gonna... Considering I seized up, is that warranting to let me roll another stealth?
Yeah.
Right. Not better.
11.
It's better.
Yeah, it's a
So
little
what were you
better.
gonna do
Not
with this
by
again?
much.
Are
I
you
was
opening the
just use-
chest?
Yes, I'm just trying to slowly open the chest to see what it contains.
All right. You open the chest. What could possibly
Why is it that
be
every time Skirvo
chest?
grabs something from a treasure chest, it's like it's like the first Indiana Jones movie?
You know, I kind of hope the bats come after us because then I get to show you what my best trick.
All right. Well, we'll
Well,
see.
Scarvo make a lot of noise. You start banging on pots and pans.
No, I'm
what was
not. I'm not
Spencer saying?
saying that I actually hope, but
Yeah. What was Spencer saying?
All right. So you open the chest. It just seems to be like a normal. Well, not a normal chest when we're talking about. It is a normal chest. Okay. So
An ordinary
you
chest.
find. So in the thing, you find a giant pile of gold coins. You want to count them now or later?
oh, this. Oh, no. Unfortunately, Skirvo is gonna have a bit of a nom flashback as he kind of seizes up again.
How many gold coins you said?
All right.
a giant
He
pile.
He starts
Ah.
making. He starts doing that. You start hearing Skirvo making that weird static noise again, and he's stopped moving again,
Okay.
occasionally twitching.
Um,
Because
Captain?
this brings him back to the good old days. Finding buried treasure in the coffers.
Captain, you stopped again. Is everything all right?
Captain.
we
Captain.
can't hear you. Oh, now we can hear you.
I wasn't speaking at all. I deliberately
Oh.
was doing it. Okay, after a bit, Skirvo something resets in Skirvo, and he friggin' starts moving again. He'll look over
Okay.
he'll look over the treasure. He has to reinsert him in the now. He has to reinsert himself in
Alright.
the now, not the old days. Those days are long gone.
Sad warlord's noise.
Yeah. 24 salute. Bang! Wait, no, shit.
You mean a 21 salute?
Yeah.
21 guns a lead.
God, I am terrible with these terms right now. Anyways, but in terms of the contents, first of all, it doesn't seem to be at least doesn't look like the current gold we're using, right?
No, it does not.
Ah, so now ain't this a fine treasure?
Oh wait, you're looking further in the chest, or you're looking closer?
Well, there are no traps on the chest. I can be certain of that.
Yeah. So you're looking further into the chest, right?
Yes.
All right. You also seem to find a strange. Let's see. Give me a second. I forgot what the description for this item was. Okay, I guess I'll just describe the other thing first. First, you find a piece of old parchment tied in a crimson bow and stamped with a indigo seal. Other than that, you find a strange feather and and like not a pile of ink, a glass of ink that goes with it. The feather shining bright and glorious emerald color.
So the parchment was it was sealed with a emblem.
Yes,
With a wax
very
seal?
similar to that, like a scroll.
As much as it tickles me curiosity, I don't want to damage the goods. I'll just go ahead and I'll go ahead and pocket that nice and safely away.
All right.
I'm going to mark it as mysterious red ribboned parchment.
I mean, you could do like an Arcana check, and that might solve like half
Oh,
the issue.
you're right. You're right. I'm gonna roll an Arcana. Maybe I'll ask Ticker about it. I'm gonna ask Ticker about it.
5. Yes, yes. This is a mighty fine paper. It could be a treasure map of sorts.
Oh, that's not the way I was thinking. I was thinking it might be a spell scroll.
I just thought for a sec. It's like Skirvo's like, could be a treasure map.
So
I'm
I
just
just did,
saying
some,
that's
I
made
just
up
did
of
some
fun.
quick math
then he
because I was
stops.
curious.
Mm-hmm.
If this is a standard size D&D treasure chest, there is almost 400,000 coins in there.
Wow.
Based on the weight of a D&D gold coin.
But what I was saying is, it's like Skirvo initially is like, it could be a treasure map, but then he'll like clearly stop and just kind of like scratching his forehead, like what are you bloody thinking? Nobody actually does that. One day, just and like one of you guys actually hear him quietly mutter to himself something about one day I'll get a treasure map. Surprisingly, out of all the crazy adventures, that was actually the one adventure that always eluded him. One of these days, he wants it to happen, but it never has.
The muttering causes the
Because
bats to stir again.
kind of following the hilarious trope that that the point of hidden treasure is that it's hidden and no one can find it. Why would you make a map showing strangers how to find it?
So that you remember where it is, in case you ever
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah. But anyways,
The bats begin to stir again as you mutter to yourself.
Stop muttering.
All right.
What the?
You want to wait the whole 15 minutes again?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are you guys just watching Skirvo do all this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Theron, your arm is getting very hurt from drawing your bow.
I haven't held it down. I haven't had any tension on it at all. I've sort of had it
Honestly, if he's
pointed down to the ground, just watching fascination.
it's almost been long enough for Theron to have a short rest.
Have a short rest.
If he's lucky, that's what he's getting right now. Okay.
Like they're investigating a chest, and I'm totally just sitting down eating a sandwich or whatever.
Just having a good old time while Skirvo's having the most
going all Indiana Jones on the chest, and I'm just
while I'm having the most painstaking treasure excavation ever.
I just see you walk up and be like, "Oh, you done?"
Okay. So how many gold coins are actually in the chest?
I assume not 400,000.
It's not 400,000. What is it? I assume that you're trying to count each one individually, and or are you trying to do a guesstimate? If you count each one individually, then what was it? Then that'll probably take like 20 minutes.
I mean,
Which
an
means
estimate
just
would
another
be
10
fine
minutes,
for
and I can
now,
get
so we can have a general amount, and Skirvo's probably done it before.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So guesstimate. You can either roll for it, or I just tell you like a range that it's in between.
Hang on. What would be the role for it? I'm curious.
It would be an insight check.
I feel like
feel.
investigation.
Or investigation,
Or maybe
one of those
straight
two.
intelligence because it's just like logic.
None of those are great. None of those are great options. And you know what? If it gives Theron time to heal, I guess I'll do the slow, painstaking count.
Okay.
Okay.
If it helps
So-
Theron heal.
Yeah. So is this enough time for me to take a short rest?
Oh yeah, this will totally be enough time to take a short rest.
Yeah, as like Ticker's sitting there all
I'm going to
tense.
spend at least 2 hit dice.
Paimon, back to you. This entire time you're just kind
Yeah.
of like having lunch with your two uncles.
They gave me a
19.
half wheel of cheese. I'm sitting there eating it.
I mean, I'll take a
Just have
short
it.
Not a
rest
care in the world.
along with Theron so I can get my superiority die back.
Do I want to use my final hit die to get the last 4 hit points back?
I don't know. Do you want to do that?
Nah, not now.
Given how much of a
Okay.
pain it is to get hit dice back.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that thanks to Skirvo having the benefit of time, he's doing this so slowly that all of you, that while he's
I'm just
in
like,
the,
you know what? Let's have lunch.
I've never seen this before, honestly. I've never seen this before. Freaking one character is sitting in a room having a super harrowing confrontation, like is on a razor edge of a combat encounter, and everyone else is taking a rest.
Everyone else is just sitting around having lunch.
I've never seen that before.
I'm eating a wheel of cheese. I'm eating a, like a sandwich or something like that.
I'm probably
Okay,
just.
Screw.
Ticker's probably
does
just sitting
anyone else
against this wall, like watching in the room the whole time.
Are you like taking notes or anything like that? Like
No, just keeping
observing?
an eye on it in case the bats do decide to attack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was going for a. Are you going to, like the animal watching, like Skirvo watching a pirate in his natural habitat?
No, just keeping an eye.
The pirate observes the treasure chest. He is most fascinated by it.
However, the
All right.
bats are also taking a keen interest. But
So
Any-
as you count each coin individually and then double count them, it brings to a total of 346 gold pieces.
that's not a terrible amount. That means I can.
Mhm.
That means it would not be terribly difficult to smuggle them out of here.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what I was worried about. Because if it was like something that would significantly weigh down my pocket, it would be rather suspicious.
Yeah.
So, I am going to. I'm going to rather carefully pocket all this away. 300 and what was the number again?
Give me a second. I think it was 352. I'm not gonna lie.
You said that. You said 350 something. That sounds
Yeah,
about right.
352. Let's just do that number.
All right, yeah, let's just use that now. 352 ancient gold. All right. And oh yeah, Quill and Inkwell.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right.
Anything else you want to do in this room?
How valuable do them pots look?
Roll
And how
me,
scary would they be?
roll me perception check again.
Understood.
I guess like to survey the room.
Yeah, I'm still in the room. Well,
22. So as you like look at those nice pots, something spots your eye. What's it? There seems to be like some strange cracks in the wall. That seems that that there's yet another door-like thing.
It's about half
But
a
as far
pound's
as the
worth of
pots
gold.
go, yeah.
The pots. Well, now you've tickled my curiosity, lad. I
Oh,
I turned to Ticker and I motioned for him to engage a telepathy link.
Yes?
Miss, there seems to be a room deeper in. I will investigate further.
The announcer voice is just so.
Yeah.
The significant change in voice is probably the funniest thing to me. One's grizzled, growly, and hurts my throat. The other one is the other one. I can do all. The other one just requires a lot of smiling.
It's like how sometimes it's like how when I'm running a module, when it goes to the like description of a room, I always do it like I'm on the freaking shopping channel or something.
Okay, so I slowly make me way over to the other door, hopefully not disturbing the bats.
Roll me one final stealth check, both to like undo the latch on the door. Well, it's not really a latch. It's just kind of like it's one of those sliding.
Hey, another
doors.
22.
There we go.
Yeah, it's like you're freaking Mission Impossibly this right now. I
Yeah.
don't think that's how you would say it, but that
Positively silent.
yes.
Silent as whisper. I venture towards the door.
So it opens up into another room. There seems to be just like oh yeah, I guess like you gotta do that first.
I don't know what that is, but I don't like it.
What the devil is that? I wonder to myself.
I would like to mention I did not
clarification.
break the telepathic contact. So
I will.
so if you want to contact me, you can.
Oh, okay. So you do hear some of his ambient thoughts. What the
No, I
devil
don't
is
hear
that?
his ambient thoughts. I just
Okay.
I'm just
so he's
pointing
not
out
talking
if you
right.
want to contact him, you don't have to like
All
tell
right.
him to.
All right. So I'll roll another perception. Oh no.
Okay. There's it seems to be a kind of a ramshackled room at the moment. You see that there's like a big skylight that just stretches like this half of the room,
What's this circle?
as like someone could easily like probably climb out and get to this position.
What is the circle?
Which circle?
The circle.
The orange
I
one.
think that's just the shape of the room.
This? Yeah, it's just the shape of the room.
Okay.
It's
I thought there
round
was
room.
like a circle
The
of
thing-
containment on the ground.
Yeah. I thought
Nah.
I thought it was like a basin for a second, like the last time.
Well, I thought it was like a magical circle of guards and wards to prevent something from getting out of it.
Yeah.
Or for going into it.
Yeah.
Or going into it.
If it's possible, I'd like to roll another perception specifically to look closer at the thing in the middle.
Like, I can't
Okay.
even tell what that
Roll
is
it
in
for
the
me.
image.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a crystal, or maybe a
Oh,
horn.
good God, Skirvo.
Oh, give me a second.
Poor
So
Skirvo.
with that 10, it looks
That was
mystical
worse
and
than last
ancient.
time. It looks
it's-
ancient.
Like, to clarify,
It looks
what am I supposed to be looking at? Is it like crescent shaped?
Yeah, it is
What is it?
crescent shaped.
Okay, and then one end is like red and glowing.
Yes, one end is red and glowing, and the other half is just solidified with stone.
So,
Hold up a
so
second.
don't mind the fact
Maddie,
that the tone of the room instantly changed from Skirvo being in a room with his face illuminated by gold, only to suddenly shift to this ominous red hue. Never mind the inherent red flag of this.
I'm curious. Is it glowing?
Yeah, it's glowing.
Can I see the glow from where I'm sitting?
We're gonna say
Like even a little bit.
no, I think like
At
let's
at the
say
very least, would
his
there be a
body
red?
would be blocking it.
So there's not a red aura surrounding Skirvo.
No.
Okay.
Hmm.
Because it's too dim to make a cornea. Anyways,
Well, one, it's too dim. Two, there is like a whole bunch of well, it's not that it's too. The
Oh yeah,
light
that's right. I
shedding
forgot
from it
about
is
the.
too dim. Is that there's just a giant skylight from
Oh,
like
yeah.
half the room that's stopping like any glowing. I guess you would see light, but it would be like just
yeah,
the
it wouldn't
outside
be the
at the
glow of
moment.
the thing.
Yes.
Okay, so there is something inherently suspicious about this.
Yeah.
So Skirvo is gonna call back. Hello, come in, Mr. Ticker.
I'm here,
You'll
Captain.
wanna. You might want to look at this, and he'll. Skirvo's gonna squeeze to the side as much as he can to give Ticker a view of the glowing object.
I will move to the doorway without going into the room.
I
That puts me...
roll stealth.
Okay. Roll stealth. Oh crap.
Oof,
Did you just
9.
piss off the
Okay.
bats that I spent so long?
I'm not actually going in the room,
Continue.
so...
What's it? Well, that's to enter the room.
Yeah, I'm not going in the
just
room.
happens. Well, no, you have to go in anyways because you were just trying to stealth and go into the room.
No, I'm
This is
going
merely
to
a
the doorway.
consequence. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
go
he
to
was
the
just
doorway.
going there.
Yeah,
The
I'm
only
not-
one in the room currently is me.
The bats begin to stir again.
Skirvo seizes up again like a statue.
I imagine from
God,
where I am, I can't get like a super good look at it.
No, you can't get like a super good look at it. It's
Too
a
bad.
bit far from the distance that you're looking at it. I guess maybe I made the size of the object too big.
Okay.
Okay. It's too bad that his telepathy can't see images from Skirvo's optic.
Yeah. Can
Mm-hmm.
Skirvo's spyglass optic detach?
I guess it could. If we want it to. Are you gonna ask Skirvo to do that?
Would that make him mad?
Go ahead. We'll see.
Yeah,
We don't know.
I'll ask him. I'll ask him if he wouldn't mind doing it, so I can get a better look at it.
Skirvo. First of all, I almost completely forgot I had that, so I'm gonna see if I can't use that to get a bit of a closer look at this thing from here, because I'm a bit scared to move from this spot.
Okay.
If that's all right, DM.
Yeah, that's okay.
Would that be an advantage now that I'm using the spyglass?
Yeah. Ah, 12.
That's better than it was before.
It's a glowy red thing.
It is a glowy red thing that protrudes like a soft glowing light. This is a perception check, so you're still only looking at like superficial
Yeah.
parts
I
of
mean,
it.
if something is red and glowing, that is never a good sign.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can't also use that for an Arcana, if that is also acceptable, Dungeon Master.
Okay, so you're going to use that roll instead for an Arcana check.
To be fair, it is a lesser roll, but yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll again with my actual Arcana. Would I get advantage because of the spyglass or no?
I wouldn't think so.
All right. So that's a 10.
So with your 10, it's definitely a old artifact of some sorts. Definitely not inside like a what's it? Not in the annals of like magic items that you would be familiar with.
But it is
Does this?
definitely magic.
It is definitely magic.
As far as Skirvo's concerned, this thing is arcane, and that's all he really needed to know. Okay, so it's magic. It's glowing red. Skirvo's like this could easily buy him the Duchess, but at what cost? The Duchess is no good to him if he's dead.
Yeah.
So Skirvo is going to he's gonna turn back to Ticker, give kind of a bloody fine kind of look, and then you're gonna see him actually like adjust the eye patch a little bit, which does flip up on a hinge. You see him adjust it a little bit, reach into the slot where it slots in, and then give it a little bit of a twist, and then pops it out.
Okay.
And well, it's a good thing Skirvo can't normally see out of that eye anyways.
Yeah.
He's gonna fold it up so it sails easier. Close his eye patch so nothing gets
Nothing gets stuck in
nasty.
his-
I will
And,
ready my action to use telekinesis if he misses.
Yep.
Okay.
Skirvo is going to turn and toss it to you.
I don't know why you guys choose like the hardest ways of doing things, but I'm not gonna stop you.
Well, I could walk it over to him, but but we don't want to disturb the bats, and he rolled like crap on his stealth.
Yeah. That's why I don't want to go in there.
Yeah. Okay, so what would it roll for the bats? Just
Probably just a straight dexterity check.
Yeah,
all right.
because you're throwing with precision, not with force.
Yep.
All right. Hey!
22.
Yeah.
Dang. If this was, let's see.
That
Yeah,
was a real good throw.
it's like you're playing catch with your boy, your non-existent boy, and you just do it like just enough so that you get it. Um,
It's like playing catch with wee Tim again. Wonder what happened to Tim. Oh right, he got eaten by the Kraken.
Oh.
I will look through the spyglass at the thing, and I will make an Arcana check to try and figure out what the heck it is, or what the heck it does. Oh, come on, give me a good roll here. Come on. Back
There we go.
Here, one thing first.
Just gonna try
Just
to
gonna
clear
flush
the thing.
just gonna flush it with 1,000 defudges.
Go ahead.
Dang it!
8. Yes, it is an
Skirvo
ancient
knows more about
artifact
it
of
than you.
sorts. It glows. It glows bright red.
Yeah.
That's about it. Is it like a trap mechanism of sorts? You're thinking it's probably not.
I want to see if there's anything I can do to help with that. Anything at all. Nope. Adaptive body does not give me any helps with that. And neither of my other disciplines do either.
I would maybe argue that if he got closer, he'd have a better chance. But at that point, this just entails me picking.
And the
picking it
spyglass
up
is just canceling out the disadvantage I would have otherwise, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't get advantage with the spyglass like Skirvo did.
Nah, because you're not really used to it.
Okay.
The spyglass is part of Skirvo.
I will telekinesis it back to him.
Okay.
He'll ask, "What'd you find?"
I can't
All I
tell,
can tell
I
is
can't
that it's
tell what
magic.
it is. I can't tell what it is, but I don't like the way it looks.
You okay? Radio show voice. Friggin'. Friggin'. You bloody asked me to dismember myself over when you don't even know anything? The nerve of some of young people these days. as he
Apologies.
as he puts his spyglass back in.
Apologies. I thought with a closer look I might be able to identify it, and I did not want to disturb the bats.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fair assessment. Thank you for asking first.
What, instead of
All
just
right.
telekinesising it out of your head?
Yup. You'd be amazed how many times people try to take his parts. At least back in the old days. Okay, poor Skirvo. Good God. Are we running a long session tonight, guys?
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it. I have half of mine is there to just be like,
Oh, boy.
hey, what's taking so long? I'm not actually going to, but
You're just
like-
healing up. You're having a grand old time.
well, after I've done that, just be like, hey, yo, what's taking so long? Shouting at you. Be like,
Is Ticker gonna explain to Theron what Skirvo's?
I'm not shouting. I'm not shouting or anything.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
I'll
Okay,
walk
so-
up here and just be like, what's up?
Okay, I'm gonna check for any further
explain to
traps
Theron.
in this whole room, just generally.
All right.
Just be safe so that when I enter, if anything untowards happens.
Not 20. Okay. Let's sit. All right. Well, now I can't undo it anymore. No, not the hide thing. Shoot. Because there's GM info overlay, and then there's the whole hide thing. In the corner, or at least like in this corner, you see a pile of rags. But with that nat 20, you realize that something is twitching underneath it. Shoot, I lost it again. Crap. Oh, there we go. Switch layer. Token layer. There seems to be a little girl.
There's just a child in this dungeon, just hanging out.
You're thinking that maybe she got in through like the skylights on this side, and she's just kind of sleeping in this corner.
All right.
That's not creepy at all. That's perfectly
If there's
fine.
anything that'll make what left him of fluids freeze, it's that. Oh God, wow, this is precisely the situation I hate.
The situation where you know that something nasty is gonna happen if you grab it, but you also know.
Just by itself, this situation is awful for me because I'm like, I'm genuinely sitting here like, okay, I'm all alone. If I shout, I'll cause problems. And I'm currently staring at a clearly cursed artifact and a creepy little girl in the corner.
I actually have a question.
This is something that is in my nightmares, I swear.
I actually have a question.
Trapped between a rock and a hard place.
I actually have a question, Spencer.
Yes.
Is there any way I could figure out like where the skylight leads to from like spatial awareness? Like I see where the room is in comparison to where we entered. Figure out where the skylight is.
I feel like this would be some sort of intelligence check to like,
okay.
Because this is like engineering.
Yes,
right
I have
here.
Tinker's tools. I'm an engineer.
Well, this
can
is
I
a
make like
different
an
flavor of
investigation check?
engineering.
That sounds like it sounds very similar to the role you had me do for the orb, which I think we can agree is fine if I just, thanks to that nat 20 from the last session, I just know the exact dimensions of those orbs now.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, we'll say that.
So
Yeah.
can I make like an investigation check to try and figure that out?
Yeah, we'll say it's like investigation.
Okay.
All right.
With a 14, you realize that, let's say, or at least you're thinking, okay, the skylight's right here. It just kind of like leads out into the like just the streets that you saw earlier. It does. What kind of information are you looking for again?
Like where the skylight is outside, so I can find it.
Okay. Wait, do you want to do that now, or was it? Yeah, you can probably figure out where it is. It would be. Give me a second while I calculate. Um. All right. Uh. Oh shoot. Okay, we'll make the map. There we go. Uh. So, Melissa, so if you like go outside to like 80 something feet and then just travel like 75 feet like to the east, you could probably find the skylight there.
Okay, I am going to tell Skirbo to wait there. I think I can. I think I can figure out where the skylight is.
I'll let you know if you're on the money, Mr. Ticker.
All right.
Don't be long now.
I
All right.
will. I will
Go about and do exactly that.
Yes, I will tell Theron what I'm doing, and I'll also tell Paimon what
yeah.
I'm doing, and I'll do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Skirvo hasn't told you about the girl yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There seems to be a living creature in this dwelling. With that earlier perception, what did she appear to be?
Well, you think she's a half elf. She has like characteristics of a half elf. She's got like the pointed ears that aren't too pointy like those of Theron's.
Okay.
She's got like this really dark ebony black hair. And yeah,
Right.
she's kind of pale like how most elves are.
Okay, so he does send the message of saying that there appears to be a juvenile half elf sleeping here.
It's like as far as aged. Okay, do you know like the life cycle of like half elves? Roll like a history check, I guess.
I mean, Skirvo was built among an primarily elven nation.
Right, but these are half elves, not full elves.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of a mixed bag of elves where he came from.
Well,
Basically,
half elves usually aren't received too well in elven nations.
Yeah.
Like I said, inferior.
Yeah. Anyways, let's see. No.
Not one.
No. Here, I'm gonna rule it that he did know for about 2.6 seconds before Short fried that particular memory.
All right.
Completely.
All right. John, I'm just gonna move your character token. Okay. Nope, not that. Objects.
Poor Skirvo. He's falling apart more and more every day.
So you like come out over here and you realize that there's like this big like dome type area, and there seems to be what seems to be like an easily climbable area like right here and right there.
Okay.
However, it does seem that it is like somewhat concealed.
All right. Like the dome itself.
Yeah, like the dome is somewhat concealed, save well, no, not the dome itself, but like the walkway to like get up there, like the climbable path.
Yeah. Okay. I'll climb it.
All right. You climb it. You get on the edge. You see let's see. You
see the good captain
Turbo right there. You see the red gem type thing a lot closer. You see a chest, a couple of faces.
Yeah.
Roll me perception.
Okay.
Turbo.
You see a pile of rags right here.
Yeah. Can I
Skurvo.
make another Arcana check now that I'm closer to the red gem thing?
Yes.
That's more like it.
All right. You think, or at least, I don't think I can tell you that at the moment. But what I can tell you is that this is not like a tip. So as far as like magic items are concerned, this would definitely not be in like a common or an uncommon territory. Probably not even the rare territory. And something it's really ancient upon closer inspection, as well as it probably is some sort of thing that stores like magical energies.
Okay.
Hmm.
I will relay this information to Skirbo that it is some sort of a fairly powerful magical item that is very ancient and seems to be a sort of magical battery.
That's more than we knew before. Good on you with your book learning there, Mr. Ticker.
Uh,
Now, about the girl.
I don't see a girl.
What girl?
Skirvo actually like looks at him and is just like, and like gestures towards the rags and is like, sleeping in the pile of rags, you nitwit.
This calls for another perception check, now with advantage. 11. No, it's just a pile of rags.
That's a pile of rags.
Clearly, Skirbo just losing his mind.
Skirvo silently.
As evidenced by the crazy announcer voice.
Skirvo silently screams. He's gonna shut the. He's going to shut the door behind him, so that he hopefully doesn't disturb. So that even if the bats are disturbed, they don't get in here.
Okay, just like make one final stealth check.
All right, just to make sure we don't abandon everyone else to deal with this. Well, worst case scenario, there's another door and Theron could shut it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll move over to here. Meanwhile, Paimon is still eating cheese with her uncles.
Yep.
I look back at Skirvo, I am Skirvo. I look back
at Skirvo. I mean myself.
Hey, there's a mirror here that I didn't notice before.
And I see myself on board the Crimson Duchess in it. It's so strange.
How strange.
I
It
see what
reminds
you
me
did
of.
there.
It reminds me of. Skirvo has another nom flashback. But anyways, so he's gonna look back at Theron and give a gesture that's telling him that's telling him be back. I will return.
I will take 2 steps back.
And so
25.
I quietly close the door.
Everything.
This door?
This door. Okay, so does that mean that you're moving up one? There we go.
Officially, I am in the room and I'm terrified. All right. So
how does Skirbo die?
well, let's find. I really hope it's just like.
Or
it's
does
just like
nothing
an old
happen when he actually just steps into the room?
Yeah.
Nothing happens when he steps into the room.
Okay.
Excellent.
He got a nat 20 to look at things in the room.
Yeah.
There
In
are
that
no
case,
traps.
I will drop down to the floor. Like I'll use a robe if I have to, and I'll just drop down to the floor.
Oh, yeah, it's not that
Come to
far of
think
a
of it,
drop.
come to think of it,
You want to do it stealthily?
no. Come to think of it, a thought has occurred to me.
Okay.
This is a red artifact, rather suspicious looking girl in the middle of these ruins.
Yes.
And while it is quite a leap in logic, we've never been told exactly what the Crimson Maiden looks like. But also, there are possibly other dragons around the area, and Skirvo has already discovered that at least one of them has the capability of hiding amongst us.
Yeah.
So for all we know, this
I
isn't
see
human.
gears are turning, but
Yeah, this
shoot.
isn't. This isn't.
I don't know what to tell you, but
Yeah, I know,
no, I'm
but
not gonna say anything.
yeah, I know.
Crap, I can't say anything.
So I feel like, as much as I do not want to do this, the safest course of action might actually be to talk to this half-elf question mark.
All right, she's
Worst
asleep at the moment, so
Best case scenario, we might get a new party member. Worst case scenario, full party wipe.
Well, actually, worst case scenario, probably just Tinker and Skuro dead.
yeah.
The rest of the party ain't
half-
anywhere close to here, so.
Yeah.
also the door is closed.
So, Skirvo.
Yes, I will drop into the room stealthily.
Yeah, Skirvo's
Okay.
going to
There we go.
come over
Now I'm
here,
rolling fine.
and I have no idea how I'm supposed to go about this. I'm gonna wake a girl who's probably going to be terrified that we found her secret hideout.
Well, there are several reasons for her to be terrified. One, you found her. Two, you are a talking robot skeleton, and your friend is a giant insect monster.
That's true.
No,
Yep.
So, perhaps it would be a.
Three, both of you are brandishing guns.
I'm not brandishing my gun. My gun
I
is
sheath-
holstered.
Oh.
I sheath my weapons. I usually keep my gun in its holster until it's needed. I don't
Yeah,
have a lot.
I've
of
got my
shots
quick
for it.
draw feature. I can draw the gun as part of the attack. It is always holstered unless I'm attacking.
I guess we're killing a little girl then.
My
Alright.
gosh.
I'm just saying, I have no
I've
reason
seen another
to...
No. I've heard this song and dance before. Different D&D game. Some a little girl appeared out of nowhere. A guy panicked, fired at her, and she told him, "You're not very nice." And then the sock puppet she was holding screamed, "Die!" And then the rest of the party arrived just in time to watch their friend completely fried, being flung by a bolt of lightning through the hangar bay doors. So I know how this song and dance plays out. I do not want to go out like that.
That's actually
Okay,
pretty funny.
I guess what would be a good way to gingerly wake up this wee lass? Would it be persuasion or performance? Because I'm trying to be the opposite of intimidating.
I mean... I have a slightly weird question. No, that wouldn't be a good idea. Probably. Because I do have lyre proficiency. I just don't have an instrument.
I have a war gong you could use.
Like I have some string.
Skirvo could start up one of his old shanties.
Is this the insect want to try and serenade
Remember
the half
those?
elf?
He hasn't done a shanty in a while.
Well, I was being just like, soft music that is the noise to wake up to. That's a very pleasant way to wake up.
All right.
I don't know if I could fashion an instrument because I do have like a rudimentary instrument because I do have string.
Yeah, but you also don't believe me that there's a girl here.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you have plenty reason to think I'm crazy, and you're fair for thinking that.
That's true. That's true.
He's just going at what was it? What was it?
He just walked up to a pile of
Tigger's-
rags.
A pile of rags and other junk.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay, I guess I'll hold on a roll until the DM says so, and I'll try to gingerly shake the wee one awake.
Let's see. She is a bit groggy. You know, like a stubborn child that doesn't want to wake up.
Yeah.
And she just kind of holds it tighter. Ticker, you finally realize that there is something underneath it because you hear noises.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound like that that Skirbo makes those noises.
Yeah, Skirvo noticeably sounds like a speaker, or like old machines that just don't want to work anymore, but the user's too stubborn to give up.
Yeah.
As my joints groan in protest, I proceed to shake her a little more. I'm just like, excuse me.
So, once again, she like pulls like the giant rag blanket that she has tighter around her, and now like actively trying to cover her face. Just a little more time.
It's all right. I just want to ask a few questions. That's all.
All right, that's number 3. Her eyes just suddenly like bolts, and in a flash, she just kind of like stands next to the wall. Was like, "Who are you people?"
Turbo's got his hands out in a friendly gesture. Well, I'm Captain Skirvo. I was investigating a dungeon and found some secret rooms. Happened to find G here, and you might be.
She just stares like intently like at you two. Once again, a bit terrified of your appearance because one of you is a giant bug and the other one of you is a robot, skeleton,
Yeah.
pirate.
Yeah.
Ticker looks about as surprised to see her as she is to see him.
Skirvo's just like, oh, are you worried about my friend here? Don't worry about Mr. Ticker. He won't bite.
Still leaves you though.
She eyes like the both of you up and down, still not saying like a singular word throughout this entire exchange.
You have me at a
Are you
disadvantage there, miss. What did you say?
are you two bad men?
No. Heavens, no. What kind of bad men would be? What do you mean by bad men?
Why are you here? Why?
He gestures to the door behind him. Well, there's a few different rooms that led here. We were searching through these. We were hired by a company to search through some of these ruins, and I happened to find some secret rooms, and here I find some lass just lying here taking a nap. Didn't want
what's
to.
a company?
Hmm.
I'm not gonna
Well,
say
this'll-
anything because if our appearances are freaking her out, telepathy is gonna make her freak way different.
You just suddenly start speaking to her mind. Hello there, child.
Yeah, just wait till Paimon walks in with her cheese. Yo, what's up?
Want some gorgonzola?
Yeah.
What's up,
Oh, no,
pal?
thank you, lass.
This is some good cheese, man.
Wait, Joey, you're making an assumption that Paimon is willing to share her cheese.
Oh no, she
No,
won't.
no, hell no.
She absolutely will not.
I was saying that in response to her asking, would everyone want some gorgonzola? And it's just like, oh, no, thank you, lass. Skirvo don't eat. Anytime anyone offers food, he declines. He doesn't know why people keep offering him food. Just because he has teeth doesn't mean he actually uses them.
And what's the
So,
Well, yes.
Part of it is that you actually have teeth.
yeah.
Okay. Back to
Okay,
the
so
manor
anyways,
at hand.
so he's... So she asked, what is a company?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Because you're asking a little girl what a company is.
Well, no, she asked us, isn't that right?
Well, yeah. She's asking you.
So
It's
Skirbo's
because
going
you're telling a little girl is like about a company. She
Yeah.
doesn't know what that is.
Yeah.
Because she's a little girl.
Skirbo's just gonna. Ah. Well. Well, now ain't that a real question? What is a company? Many people getting together, wanting to get paid. But I'm assuming that's not what you're asking. You're just you genuinely don't know what I'm banging on about.
I guess.
Well, I want to get a... Well, if you don't mind me asking a few questions.
Continue. I guess.
How long have you lived here, lass?
A few weeks. I've been looking for my sister.
Oh, your sister. I'm assuming she's a half-elf like you?
Well, she retained more of the things from mother's side, so she's more like a full elf, but yes.
Be more comfortable if I spoke in Elven.
Slightly. It would be a bit strange. I haven't heard Elven since my mother was with us.
He's gonna turn to Mr. Ticker. Sorry to cut you out of the conversation, Mr. Ticker.
He kind of just shrugs.
Okay, so he'll switch to speaking in Elven now.
All right.
So he's hopefully to have at least a slightly more calming effect on this little girl who is becoming less suspicious, but still highly suspicious. Why do I have such trust issues with children?
I don't know.
Like, that is a question that's going to haunt me to my grave.
This says a lot about our society. I don't know what it says, though.
I think it says more about me than anything else.
There it is, everyone.
Oh
There
my
it is.
Once per episode, I'm going to make him say it.
Oh, I didn't even
That's
realize
not
that you were
understanding.
talking in chat, man.
You finally see all the stuff that I've been putting in chat.
I wasn't paying attention to chat.
I can put more.
There's a lot of stuff in chat.
Yeah.
I don't know which chat.
The Twitch
Yeah,
chat.
the Twitch chat.
Oh, the
Oh.
Twitch chat. Okay. I
I
was like,
was
I'm scrolling through the roll 20, and I'm like, I'm not seeing her saying
Well,
anything.
I was looking at the Discord chat.
Well,
but
no, I
anyways,
didn't see the Discord tweetling either, so I was just like,
But
what?
anyways, Anyways, back to the small frightened matter at hand. Well, how old are you, lass?
I'm not entirely sure. Days just go by.
Don't know what you mean. You don't know.
Oh, oh well. Just look at old Scurvo here. You'll know. I know the feeling better than anyone. She could probably clearly see that he's rusted over and aged horribly. Well, so why? So have you been hiding out here because someone's after you?
uh, I would say that there is someone after me, though not yet. Until I get older. She says, kind of morbidly.
I'm gonna see if I can't insight that, although I heavily doubt that, considering my terrible insight check.
All right, 14. You believe that there are like some events that have like progressed this thing. Perhaps, maybe it's like some sort of killer that's, let's say, that's just out and about at the moment. But let's see. It's like if you're thinking about her past, was it? I guess like perhaps maybe one of her parents have died to this, and perhaps that person might be coming after them. You don't know why though.
Well, do you have any? All right. It's just Skirvo's gonna file that away for later discovery. I had a question just now and I lost it. Ow. The Now, how'd you find yourself in such a place?
Uh, the last few weeks have been very strange. First, I was just at home. Next, I'm running away from my life. Uh, Next, there's this big city and then next is this giant plane, and then next, I'm just thrown here in the desert. The heat almost killed me, and then I just found my way here to this place.
Skirvo has a Skirvo's has his eye adjusted. He looks kind of somber hearing this story. You found yourself in a strange. You found yourself in a strange land. Nobody. Do you have any leads on where your sister might be?
Not entirely. I was told in the big city that they found someone similar to me here, but I haven't found them yet.
Oh,
I'm afraid I never will.
poor lass. You find yourself confused at the time. No, in a world you do not recognize, and trying to grasp at anything that seems familiar. I know I'm living that same nightmare right now. Why don't we, if you can find yourself in any capacity, be able to trust me, I'd love to be able to help.
She looks at the two of you back to forth, and like
he's Skirvo's even going to extend a hand. if she decides to insight on him, something in his black, barely functioning heart is is squeaking. This hit him. like I just said, this sounds suspiciously like what he's going through.
All right. With that insight check, yeah, she trusts you. She brings forth her hand, and she takes yours.
All right. We'll I'll see everything I can. I'll see if there's anything I can do. But first things first, I need to finish what I was hired to do. Do you know what hired means?
My dad talked about it a couple times before he left.
The short version is someone paid me to do a job, and I won't be able to, and I won't be able to support either myself or my crewmates if I don't finish said job. So we're going to finish what we started here, and then we'll see. And then we'll see what we can. And then we'll begin what we can. And then we'll do what we can for ye. Does that sound all right?
That sounds all right.
All right. All right. Now, what? Now we'll need to do something with ye right now. Are there any belongings of yours in this room?
She points towards the chest with her free hand.
I would gather them up. We're gonna go away from this awful place.
Oh. Okay then. So she gathers her stuff, I guess just stops taking your hand.
Yeah. It was more of a he's showing just how he's basically giving as gentle a touch he can as as an ancient, rusted, and barely functioning machine can give. Basically more of an expression of of fatherly concern more than anything. Oh God! I just realized I now have another character who's trying to adopt a child. Kalani will never leave me alone, will she?
Nope.
I think we'll end that for tonight.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
But before we end, she never gave me a name. What was your name, lass? I didn't catch it.
Clara.
It is lovely to meet you, Clara.
Clara Harconi.
I should probably mention this whole time Ticker was tinkering with something, and it's not entirely clear what.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll bring that up.
All right. Yeah. No, that's actually a half decent stopping point. Unfortunately, I took up most of the game with me with the treasure run.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We can either call this episode. Wait, has the stream still going?
Yeah, stream's still going.
All right.
So
Never mind.
yeah, looks like we're gonna end here.
Session 8.
Yep.
Session 8.
Yes.
Might be back next week. Probably won't, because I'm gonna be busy. But probably. But
We shall
we'll
do
see.
our best, but we'll see where the winds take us.
Yep.
Mhm.
And you'll find out same time we find out. Well, not same time, but you'll find out
Slightly after.
when the stream will happen next week, if it happens.
Sure.
Thanks
Here's
for watching. Goodbye.